I know you're afraid to let Hey everyone, welcome to Across the North, the Sweden Qualifier. A great initiative across Scandinavia with Sweden, Denmark, Norway, and Finland all playing it out, and Tekken, which will culminate in a team-based finals. I am Nicholas Magenteshan Taylor, super happy to be here commentating.
Hello, and I am Shoreplane, also a fellow commentator and also player. Not in this tournament, but a player nonetheless. So good to have you. Good to be here.
Yeah, really happy to be here. We've got some amazing matches lined up for you guys. A lot of Sweden's best showed up for this particular qualifier. And we're going to be kicking it off pretty soon with actually one of Bandai Namco's employees.
Yes, the Bandai Namco Nordic Community Manager, Mandodo.
Yes, we're going to be seeing him going up against Pebbleman, who is a staple in the Swedish Tekken scene. I haven't seen him for a while because, we haven't had that many events due to 2020 and all. But I remember him as a Feng player. Do you know if he's still using Feng?
Yes, he very actively still uses Feng with the occasional Fakumram and Paul as well, but predominantly Feng. It's his main game. So yeah.
All right. Well, that'll be interesting to see. This is actually the only match left from round one, because the other round one matches were already played off stream, and then we're going to be moving on to round two, etc., etc. The stream is mostly going to be winners, but obviously once we get further in the bracket, there's going to be some losers action as well. So yeah, if you want stream time, you better keep winning.
Exactly, and we currently have 32 players signed up, which is very stacked, a perfect even number in 32.
Mm-hmm.
So very excited about that.
So some of the other people we have here is Adam, of course, the main representative of Skåne, definitely well-known player all across Sweden. We have the Emperor, the legend himself. Looking forward to that. We have the father of Swedish Tekken, JFK. I've seen him in chat as well, so it's going to be interesting to see what he pulls out in this event. We got Dragon Fist, Confident Georg, Swedish Tuna. Yeah, we got all types of players stacked up here. So yeah, it's going to be great to see the matches coming up.
Indeed, we also have Hiyab, an upcoming Steve player who has been showing some very strong results and who made it to the SCSF Swedish Qualifier into the top 8. The same tournament that Emperor won against Dragon Fist in the Grand Finals.
Yeah, that was the main tournament we've had lately. It was about a month ago now, I think. I was there watching. Okay, so it looks like we're getting into it. And Pebbleman going with the Ganryu.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I remember something about this. And Mandodo with Paul, he's been playing a lot of Paul online and sharing a bunch of really fun and wacky stuff on Twitter. So this is going to be interesting. Is he going to find any opportunity to blow Pebbleman up some? But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's Paul. Paul can definitely do it.
And we are in Season 3, right before the Season 4 health increase. So
yeah.
Let's see. All right, round 1.
Okay, going with the classic Ganryu here.
Oh, starts it with the key charge. Oh, he breaks the throw.
Okay. All right. Good start here from Mandodo. Oh, it doesn't quite get the corner confirmed there. Okay. Oh, splash. Oh, no. Oh, Pebbleman has a very good read right now on Mandodo.
Indeed, very quick, 16 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, we're going all in here. Mandodo throwing everything at the wall.
Yeah. Ganryu being a very special case, him not having any 10-frame punishers aside from his 8-frame headbutt, but everything else is going to be 12 frames.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how we can punish Paul. Ganryu himself with a lot of really explosive damage, and now Pebbleman with a 2-round lead.
I mean, you don't even need punishers if you got reads like these, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Here we go.
God, Ganryu with so much damage himself.
We're playing 2D here, going for cross-ups and everything. Okay. Oh, got him
Good
low.
low.
Oh no, he
This is
didn't
a
get.
trooper roll.
Oh man, what a shame for Mandota.
Yeah, very shame. Quick 3 rounds, but
Yeah.
but he didn't go out without a fight that first match. So
No, definitely.
very
Well,
cool.
Pebbleman knows what he's doing with Ganryu, clearly.
Hmm. Very much so. He has played Ganryu before in tournaments, not just casually. So it is so. And last time I saw Pebbleman were a few months ago, and since then he's probably had a lot more homework done on Ganryu. So
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
he's gonna stick it out with him.
Ganryu is an interesting case because when he released at the same time as Leroy, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, Ganryu was seen as a strong character. It's just nobody really thought about him because Leroy was there. So he just disappeared in the shadow of Leroy. And then, once Leroy got some nerf, he got fucking wrong.
Yeah.
So Ganryu just completely flew under the radar, even though I think most people would agree that he's a good character. Just, he's easily forgotten about because of the environment he came out in.
Oh, very much so. Both Leroy and Fakuran being such immensely powerful characters that are likely gonna see some nerfs for season 4.
I would imagine so. Maybe Madodo can come in chat and spill the beans on that.
Yeah, and it's such a different environment with the tournaments largely being online based and how they're going to tune Fakuran and such
Yeah.
for season 4. Well, Leroy at least had some tournament presence with Evo Japan.
Yep.
And that sort of thing. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, 2020 is a different game. I mean, they've already said that COVID has impacted how fast they could release patches, but it's also affecting how you can judge the game.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
And we're right into it.
Yep. Ooh.
Charges the unblockable.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Oh,
this
no.
is the launch.
Didn't even get it.
Nah.
Oh, man. Okay.
Break.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and the first 7 golden letters of the day.
Pebbleman just playing a very smart range here. I mean, he's got Mandodo scared after last match because he just read him so well.
The way to combat being beaten strongly is to just be relentless yourself, so you don't show any of your weaknesses as much.
Yeah, I mean, playing cautious is obviously a good move sometimes, but I think that's kind of what Pebbleman was counting for here.
Yeah,
it certainly looks like it. So it seems like he might be playing into his hands.
Oh, I think he had an opportunity to block there, but just didn't get it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
Good start.
Yeah. Oh, a bit too far away. Oh, there you go.
Can't push too many buttons in strings.
Going in. Okay.
Ooh, nice hit though.
Something. Oh,
trooper roll.
All right, this is. Oh,
the combo.
Yeah, that was his chance.
Yeah. There's one more combo and he can get one
round.
Ooh, this might kill.
Yeah, I think it might. Oh,
he did. Wow.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, okay,
Beautiful.
I respect it. Yeah, that felt like a very Pebbleman match based on my experience with him. He's definitely a good player, and the thing about him is once he gets a read on you, he's gonna keep pushing those, not the literal buttons. He's gonna keep pushing your buttons.
Oh, absolutely. And now Mandota's still putting up a fight. Still, even though he took so many hits, he's still committed to his actions. And that can be very important to just keep your game going and to not show any sense of weakness.
Yeah.
Very important, even in case of yes. Now we're going up. Now we're gonna have Confidence Georg versus Swedish 2 now, or just 2 now.
I've been waiting for this match. I'm friends with both of these players. I mean, if I was just a spectator now, I would be like debating who to cheer for. But since I'm a commentator, I'm obviously not going to cheer for either of them. But I'm really hoping for a good match. Both of these guys tend to get high placements when they show up. So it'll be. I don't remember actually seeing them going up against each other before, though, like in a direct matchup.
No, I don't believe I have either.
Yeah, I'm sure they have because they keep going to all the tournaments, but I haven't seen it as far as I can remember.
Yeah, me either. Now, Tuna can be basically regarded as a Mokujin main. Plays so many different characters.
That's true. That's true. When I met him in the tournament a while back, he actually picked Lily just because I main Lily.
Oh my god, that's cool.
Yeah, so we had a Lily mirror for a bit. But then he went to Julia and destroyed me. I would say that the most likely pick from Tuna is Julia, but like you said, he plays like at least half the cast. We could see anything come out of it.
Absolutely. He very much plays characters depending on the matchup.
Yes.
But Julia, especially right now, is such an overall extremely strong character. She has such good buttons, such good combo damage, even without walls. She has everything pretty much that you would need.
Yeah, I mean, she's one of the better characters for sure. Ever since her release, she's been strong. She stayed strong. She's not one of the absolute biggest threats, but I don't think anyone would put her outside of the top 10.
Oh, definitely not. And it's interesting. Her online usage is at around 30th or 36th place, interestingly.
Wow, that's pretty low.
Which might suggest that she's used in more the higher echelon in terms of rank, but she has a lot of tournament presence.
Yeah.
But yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, but this is common with some characters that are. They don't even have to be that technical. It's just they have a certain play style which may not appeal to a wide variety of players. Because if you look at a game like Street Fighter V, anyone who's followed that knows that Rashid is a very dominant character. But online, he has a very low player percentage. Which is weird. But I guess it's a similar situation here with Julia.
Yeah, for sure.
As for Confident Georg, he is a very hardcore Hwoarang main, but he's made big adjustments this year because of tournaments predominantly being online. He doesn't actually like playing Hwoarang online. So when they had the Tekken Online Challenge for this region, he actually played Marduk almost the whole way.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so we could see something like that from him here. Even though he has the true Tekken God title there, he has Hwoarang there, all that stuff. I wouldn't be surprised to see him pick someone else just because it's online. Even if it's against Sweden, he doesn't seem to like Hwoarang online.
That is very interesting, because in the last local tournament, the SCSF championship, he went Hwoarang all the way.
Yeah.
And other than that, I had the knowledge that he likes to tinker around with Paul some, but Marduk I had no idea about. So that would be very interesting to see.
He went Marduk almost the entire way in the online challenge. He played a little bit of Paul.
Okay, I see. Now Marduk is becoming sort of an up-and-coming character as of late in terms of people are debating whether have we been sleeping on this character a bit because the tackle extremely strong. Of course, it is breakable, but it can be difficult to break at times, and just the reward for getting it in and being very aggressive with it is so high. So you'd be a fool not to use it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You need to balance the risk and reward. Like, yeah, okay, it's breakable, absolutely, but what do you even get from that compared to what he gets if he's right? That's the big thing.
Even if you break the tackle, he's standing up and you're still laying down. So he's still in a more of an advantage than a regular throw break, which just puts everyone at a neutral distance at 0 frames. So.
Yeah, so we'll see where Confident Georg goes here, but I mean, it's possible he'll go Hwoarang since it's Sweden,
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good connection.
Oh, for sure.
But I don't know. I mean, he's an enigma. He's an enigma.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Online and offline is still a different game. I think anyone who plays seriously knows that. It's not that you can't take online seriously. You absolutely can, but some moves are gonna be inherently stronger online because no matter what, there's gonna be a little twinge of lag there, and there's also like the factor of being offline where you can read your opponent's facial expressions, etc. That makes a different type of game.
Oh, very much so. you're gonna have a much harder time breaking throws, which might be a factor in Marduk's resurgence a little bit.
Sure.
But yeah, let's hope that season 4 manages and the better netcode promise is gonna change something for the better.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of games making rollback the standard, and one can just hope that other big names like Tekken and Street Fighter sort of adapt to that same environment.
Street Fighter actually does have rollback. It's just
yes, it does.
As it should be.
As all things should be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's the thing. The evolution of netcode is very interesting, and it was already something that was going to be needed, but 2020 kind of shoved it to the forefront.
Yes.
But yeah, it's good to hear that we're getting netcode improvements. Always a welcome addition. I am looking forward to Kunimitsu. That's my type of character. I'm really looking forward to fiending in JFK's stream, watching him play her.
Oh, absolutely. Kunimitsu, one of the most popular characters from Tekken Tag 2. So it was only a matter of time when they're gonna show Kunimitsu the first time.
Yeah, so it was good to see. And yes, indeed, we are seeing Confident Gear come out with Hwoarang here.
Oh yes, with a whopping 4,400 wins.
He's
with Hwoarang, so
he's a workhorse, dude. He's been grinding.
Hell yeah! All right, going into the first match with the classic Julia with the red jacket Hwoarang.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh.
Okay, moving towards the edge here.
Both players with a very aggressive play styles.
Yeah, I think both of these guys are pretty aggressive players.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, here we go.
Good, nice.
I'm
gonna take the first round with just 18 seconds. Good job.
So even though we see Confident Gear here with over 4,000 matches, and Tuna is at comparatively low 700, I need to give you some background lore here. Tuna was actually living in Tokyo for 2 years, so he was playing in the arcades and at the locals in Tokyo. So, I mean, even though we see 700 here, the actual match count is much higher.
Oh, yes. That's true. Oh my god, the damage.
Ooh. Okay,
when he blocks the bow and arrow. Very good.
Yeah, the bow and arrow, very effective tool, but, I mean, if you're reading it, then, yeah, obviously it's going to get punished.
Absolutely. But you sort of have to... It's such a strong tool, so you almost have to check the opponent whether they're going to take it or not.
Sure, you need to throw it out, because it's so good if it hits. And it's not something you're going to react to, of course. You have to be reading it.
Yeah. Ooh, good punish. Good simple. Keep it simple. Keep it clean.
Yeah? Okay, let's see here. Ooh. Getting with the loads, but gets interrupted.
Similar with how you have to play against Anna and Nina, you sort of have to jab them back to get them out of their momentum, because Hwoarang has so many plus frames and rarely loses his turn.
He missed the balcony break!
I can't believe that. Oh my god. Ooh, that's gonna balcony break. Of course.
Oh no, he didn't get the full follow up. Okay.
Good throw break.
Oh!
+2.
This is gonna be big!
Oh, just one more hit.
Oh, so close! Confident Gear needs to look out!
Oh! Committed to the launch, but doesn't win on it.
Yeah, he saw that coming. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see what Confident Gear opts for here. He is completely able to switch characters if he wants to.
I wonder what character would be a solid pick against Julia. I mean, you sort of. I mean, Paul, also a very good fundamentalist character, very good all-rounder, and with a lot of damage.
I think Paul would be a good pick.
And but then at the same time, it might be worth to just gotta stick with my main and see if I can just adapt what I already had, and that might be all you need. But it's different from player to player, so we'll see.
Yeah, I would expect him to stick with Hwoarang here. It's not like it was going poorly, but I mean, you never know what's going on in a player's head. Maybe he saw opportunities where he was like, oh man, if I was Paul right now, I would have done this, I would have done that. It's hard to say.
All right, what's it gonna be?
Sticking with his main chicken.
Mm-hmm. Now, Violet Systems, a bit of a larger stage with no balcony breaks, but just it still just takes one combo to get from the neutral position to the wall. So we'll see if that comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
Round one.
Right, so how did he get a motorbike in here?
I was just wondering the same thing.
All right, the tempo is so fast with these two players.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a reason I was looking forward to this match. Oh man, he's going full Horang now.
The standard Flamingo mix-up.
Yeah.
Ooh, good low block.
Oh!
Gets to the wall. Ooh.
Oh no, a little bit too slow.
He's gotta get out of the wall. Julia with some of the best ball carry in the game, but dropped the combo. Good.
Yeah, both players are dropping things right now. I mean, it could be because it's online. It could be nerves. You never know, man. Ooh, caught him. Almost gonna get to the wall here.
Almost.
Oh, go slow. There you go.
Narrow.
Repositioning to get the wall position here against him. Ooh, okay. Oh, nice.
Full aggression. Horang is all, come on, I'm not scared of you.
Yeah, looking real good for Confident Georg here. He's almost turned it around to a 1-1 situation.
Oh, yes. Oh, no punish that time. Good low block. Very classic Julia string.
Oh. Backdrop, let's go.
Ooh,
oh, a little bit too slow on that whiff punish.
Yeah. Okay, nice grab. Doesn't quite kill.
Oh.
There it is.
Sneaky stuff. Oh,
nice.
That's gonna be a big one.
Almost just about gonna get to the wall, no problem.
Yeah. Okay, good tech.
Ooh, good. Power crush launcher there, one of the best power crushers in the game.
Paying him back. Oh, he saw it. Side hit not quite paying off. Oh, great movement there.
When it goes for the rage art.
Okay.
It's probably not quite gonna kill because scaling and they have a large amount of health, but almost.
But this is horrible. Yeah.
Ooh, and the sidestep. Now a complete 180 from the last match.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a horrible position for doing that. That low life, stuck in the corner, not even like up against the wall, up against two walls at the same time. Ooh, yeah.
That was really interesting. And from the first match, both players with a Swedish Tuna with a 10-match, with a 10-win streak, and with Confident Georg with a 15-match streak.
They've just been feeding online so they can be flexing on stream.
Yeah, exactly. The new online tournament meta, maybe.
Exactly. The bigger streak is gonna win.
Yeah, like, hey, can you just let me boost some wins so I can show off and make people scared?
Oh man, fraudulent streaks. Is that where we're going?
Confident Georg taking revenge. Now both players back to 0.
Yep. Yeah, so it's a 1-1 situation. The winner of this takes it and moves on in the bracket. We were seeing earlier that Tuna plays a ton of different characters, but when the chips are down, I feel like he always sticks with Julia.
Yeah, it is a very confident pick, both experience-wise and character strength-wise. So I'll expect to see no different than Julia.
Yeah, sticking with Julia.
And with the Horang, just both matches were equally aggressive in a way, but Confident Georg is switching up his mode of aggression and mix-ups a bit with his Flamingo stance.
Yeah, I feel like what Confident Georg changed in the second round was that he went more for trying to react with movement rather than just like trying to swing against him.
Absolutely.
So he got a few side steps that really turned the tide, and I mean, we even saw Tuna get like a side hit with a bow and arrow with the second hit and stuff like that.
Oh my god, what an enormous... Oh, but it doesn't get the wall combo. That should have been it. Oh, there we go. Very nice.
All right. Yeah, so Tuna going in hard right at the start here.
But the stage pick being much smaller than Violet's system, so Tuna can get more wall combos to finish things off. Like Cyrox likes to say, you gotta finish your food.
Yeah, Cyrox notoriously does not like flashy combos if you're not able to like land them 100% of the time. Yeah. Like, well, what's the point?
Oh my god! Flamingo mix-ups, take it.
Yeah, what's the point? Just do what works.
Exactly.
Ooh. Okay. Pushing the pressure here. Okay, good roll up.
Ooh, good power crush. That's gonna be it. Ooh, what? Oh, we might have a connection error, or no?
Yeah, that looked very strange. Both players just stopped entirely.
Interesting.
I wonder what happened. We'll see if this round starts normally or.
What? Or are they? It's hard to tell.
Adam in chat was saying it might be a desync, and it honestly kind of looked like it.
Yeah,
at this point, I'm not sure. Yeah, it kind of has to be.
So
that was
gonna
weird.
Replay this match.
Yeah, I think so. I think both the first rounds each player took were normal, right? So I guess we just go into a match, have Tuna take one round, and Georg take one, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that had to be a desync. That was so weird. You just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, weird. But
I don't know. Maybe it's just.
Huh? Go ahead.
Is it possible for it to be like a desync on the spectator side? Because Conflict Gear just said GG's and Tuna left, so.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, maybe it was just like on the spectator stream side. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm not sure if that's possible, but they both left, so.
I'm gonna see if we can get a confirmation on this.
I don't actually play Tekken online, so I don't know how the desync works entirely.
The desync can definitely be problematic at times, but never have I ever experienced a time when, just as a spectator, both players just bug out entirely. So it's never to that degree. So
but I mean, it looks like Georg won, and the players aren't like raising any objections. So okay.
Oh, so we're getting confirmation that their match was fine, just that us on the spectator side was messed up.
Okay, yeah, so that's what it was then. Well, that's a shame that we didn't get to see like the proper end to it, but we did see some very good matches between them and everything. So.
Yeah. Oh well. At the very least, they got to finish their match properly. That's the
important part. Yeah, for sure. That's definitely what we were hoping for. So we're seeing some people in chat say that it might have to do with stage mods. I don't know. Yeah, we're disabling them from the stream setup. So yeah, just hang with us for a while, and we'll have the next match soon. We can actually start talking about that one because it's gonna be my hero, JFK.
JFK. Versus Ribbon.
Yes, Ribbon, a good friend of JFK's, who's a regular stream watcher of his, and he actually started streaming himself recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're both streaming right now, their own runs as well. I know that the other day, I think it was the day before yesterday, JFK and Ribbon were streaming sets against each other, so they definitely play regularly. So this is definitely not going to be a unfamiliar matchup for the two.
And those matchups can be some of the most interesting. So we'll have multiple familiar matchups. So that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the same region. People are gonna have experience against each other. Yeah, sure. So that'll be good. So JFK is another guy who really plays like anyone, especially on the stream. He keeps just picking a character, going up, doing whatever. I don't even know if you could label him with a main in Tekken 7. He's in the chat, so he can correct me. I don't know.
I was just going to ask about that. What characters are in his arsenal?
So many. Recently, he was playing a lot of Yoshimitsu, but I think that was just to level him up online. I know he likes Safina a lot, out of the stronger characters. He does not like 2D. So you're not going to see him play 2D unless someone has blackmailing him, gun to his head or something. Let's see, what else does he play a lot? He doesn't really play Mishimas that much. I know he played a lot of King before.
Oh yeah, I did hear something about that.
Yeah.
Interesting. There aren't that many King players in Sweden.
No.
But when it happens, I get really hyped because I'm a King player myself, so extremely biased.
I see. I have even worse luck because I'm a Lily player, and there's no Lily at all.
Oh no, you're the only Lily player I've heard of so far. So.
Yeah, I think so. JFK has a sick Lily though, but yeah, I don't think he's gonna play Lily in turn.
We shall see. Just setting up for the next match.
Yep.
But what about Ribbon? Do you know anything about his characters?
I did watch him, but I just can't remember right now because I've actually been watching a lot of Tekken streams lately. Because I had a lot of health issues recently, so I've been basically just watching streams, and I kept watching Tekken.
Right.
So yeah, I don't remember exactly who Ribbon played. I think I could be entirely wrong here, but I feel like it could have been Steve. I might be crazy. Oh yeah, I do remember JFK plays a ton of Noctis, actually.
Oh really?
I don't know if maybe Ribbon does
you
too.
don't see a lot.
Yeah. Because Skytor Rush mentioned that in the chat, and I just remembered, yeah, he plays a lot of Noctis.
Okay. Competitively or for fun?
He actually did play Noctis at the offline tournament we had. When was that? Like February? No, wait. We had a tournament in Stockholm where we flew in Sephi Black and Culminates. Was that last year?
I think that was early this year.
Yeah, I feel like it was. But yeah, that was at the Red Bull Gaming Sphere. And JFK was there, and he did play Noctis. I don't think he played just Noctis, but he did play Noctis.
Was that the Red Bull Gaming Sphere, I wonder?
Yeah.
Yes, that was in February this year.
I think it was February, okay.
It was stacked with Asim, Jopolix, Sephi Black, Blackbeard, the Emperor, a very big hitting tournament series.
It was a great tournament, great venue. It was really fun. Once the pandemic slows down, we're hopefully going to have a lot more events there.
Yes. All right, we are getting back into it. And there's a Miguel versus Noctis.
Okay.
They delivering with the Noctis.
Oh yeah, I did see Ribbon play Miguel, right?
Desgraciadamente para ti, hoy tengo un mal día. Round 1. Fight.
Oh, but there it is. Getting right into it.
Yep, JFK going in with heavy pressure in the beginning. Oh no, it doesn't say Club Sats on JFK's name. Oh, he's gonna be so upset.
Oh lord, turning it up with a lot of aggression.
Yeah, like I said, these guys, they're good friends, they played a lot. As far as I'm aware, JFK is kind of like helping Ribbon to get better. But
sort of like a sparring partner / coach.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm wrong on that relation, please call me out in chat, guys. But that's the impression I've gotten from them.
The first round going to JFK with pretty convincingly, but Ribbon fighting back.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, didn't get a proper punish there. I think he committed to the wrong move.
Miguel, also a character that you don't see a lot, but you see Europe has some interesting character picks.
Sure. I mean, Sephi Black plays Miguel. Even in Sweden, you have Bortis. I don't know how active he is now, but he was one of the best for at least for the Stockholm region.
Absolutely.
Beat both Emperor and Cyrox in the main events, and he played mainly Miguel.
Ah, yes. Okay. And JFK with a 2-round lead.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, called him out on the low. Didn't get anything from it.
Just going back and forth, 20 seconds and barely anything has happened.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
good.
Good move there from Ribbon. Ooh, okay.
A lot of poking back and forth, showing
Yeah.
a lot of respect for each other as they're both very knowledgeable about each other.
Sure. I mean, these are... I haven't seen Ribbon as much as I've seen JFK, but considering they're sparring partners, and I know kind of JFK's approach in general to Tekken, they are not players who would just do random stuff, you know?
Oh no, definitely not. And
Uh,
that's strong finisher though.
Yeah.
Ribbon with going for a quick rage drive with Miguel, but JFK capitalizing with a quick response. You thought you were gonna get me with a fast one? I'm gonna get you with a fast one, and
Yeah.
finishes off in style with a rage art. Very beautiful.
And as I expected, JFK calling out in the chat at no club sats on his name.
Yeah.
The classic club sats JFK team.
All right.
Yes, that was a pretty convincing first game from JFK, for sure.
Oh, definitely. Round-wise, it felt like they were going a lot of back and forth, but JFK just getting the upper hand with better situations and more knowledge overall. But
Yeah.
so it was really cool to see, regardless.
JFK saying he's gonna hold forward until his name is correct. Oh, damn.
Oh Lord. Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys. That is an inside joke about, well, not an inside joke, it's a meme of Clone High with a character called JFK making its way back from originally 2008. But anyways, probably gonna stick with Noctis, even with that dominating results with those.
I mean, stick with Miguel. Oh, actually, he's switching to Horang.
Horang. Oh, and a Tekken God Prime Horang, no less.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're gonna see how this goes.
At the abandoned temple, a very regular pick for easy wall carry at neutral position. You can get to the wall with just one simple combo.
Yeah. All right, so let's see here.
The classic Tekken 3 Horang.
Look, he got club stats now. That's why he's not holding forward.
Excellent.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Oh, good sidestep.
Yeah. Ribbon getting a lot of mileage off of that hit. Ooh, sweeps him a wake up. Damn, what a conversion.
Wow, what a long range combo that was. I love that one. Love to see it.
Oh, gets the tech.
Oh, good break, critical. Oh, that's a punish. Excellent. Ribbon fighting back.
Ribbon definitely knows this character too. We've been playing him a lot, I guess. Certainly looks like it based on his rank.
Oh yes.
Oh, here we go. Ooh.
Ooh, gets the counter hit.
Yep, pushing him in the wall here. Low. Oh, he got the wall hit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No. Ooh, there we go. Now with a 2-round lead. Wow.
This character switch is definitely paying off for Ribbon. Even if JFK turns this game around, definitely agree with going Horang here.
A lot of movement. Oftentimes a lot of time without them hitting each other. A lot of respect.
Yeah, like we were saying before, they're definitely playing a very methodical game. It's kind of a reversal from what we saw last game with Tuna and Georg, who were both very aggressive. Here you have a much more passive playstyle from both players, but you know, when the hit lands, make it count.
Oh, absolutely. And now with JFK taking taking a round to stay alive in the second game.
Yeah.
Has he gotten the download on this dominant Ribbon Hwoarang?
Okay, let's see here. Oh, gets him low. Oh, oh my God! He got 2 in a row.
That's the rage.
Oh, and he will kill. Oh, rage drive stage.
Oh my God! And it is even.
Yep. So JFK might turn this around here after all. Yeah, the Hwoarang pick worked for a while, but called out.
Oh my goodness! And those are some, indeed, some 7 golden letters to finish off with a 2-0 for JFK.
Yes, JFK definitely making quick work of that once he adjusted to the character switch.
No, very strong character switch indeed, but just barely makes it out, and that's gonna send Ribbon to the losers bracket.
Yep. Yeah, so that makes it so that JFK is qualified for top 16. I believe we're gonna have all the winners matches on stream for top 16. Looks like it on the bracket.
Yeah.
All
right. So we're going to have next up. It's going to be Adam O versus Confident Georg, followed by Dragon Fist and Sanderman. So Confident Georg, as we saw, taking it over two now, correct? To go up against Adam in the winners quarters.
Yep. So we saw Confident Georg staying confident with his Hwoarang, and Adam usually goes for Master Raven. That's the character I generally associate him the most with.
Yes, absolutely.
So that should be the matchup that's coming up. Let's see if we can get... our commentary was a bit delayed on the last match because we didn't have the direct feed ready. Let's see if we can adjust that for this one.
We're working on getting that in order.
Yeah.
As we can. So, and we should have part back.
Looks like both the players are in the lobby.
So we're gonna be jumping right into it shortly.
Yeah.
I believe.
As soon as the players get the go-ahead. So, I don't know, how much does Adam play now? I haven't seen him for about a year.
Yeah, there aren't really many tournament results from Adam from this year. So it's probably just hasn't been much. So we'll see how he performs with that fact. He probably still plays a lot, just with no tournament results is all. So we'll see.
Yeah, because Confident Georg I've seen all over the place. Like when we still had offline events, of course, but also at the IESF, which was offline relatively recently. But also with the online events, you know, he's always showing up. He's always playing. He's definitely been grinding it out. We saw his ridiculous win count and everything. So
no, absolutely. Now, Raven, a pretty. What other Raven players are there in Sweden? There's Div for one.
Div, yeah. I haven't seen Div for a while either, but yeah, he definitely played Master Raven. I don't know, for the last 2 or 3 years, because he used to play Dragonov before that.
Ah, yes, you're right about that. I do believe you are right about that.
I swear there's another Master Raven player that I've seen in Swedish tournaments, but I can't remember who it was. But I don't think they placed like that well, though, so...
I don't know. Raven, a very wild card type character. Very up in your face, a lot of interesting back turn mix-ups and a lot of good wall carry as well.
Yeah, I mean, in any fighting game, you need to know the matchups, right? But I feel like in Tekken, you can look at certain characters and they'll be like, some characters you can fight a lot better with just basic knowledge, and some characters you really need to know the character. And Master Raven is definitely one of the latter types.
Oh, absolutely. You have to sort of commit to it.
Yeah.
And the first round is going in.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh. Nice trades hits. Ooh,
nice.
Gets a strong counter hit. That's going to go to the wall.
Yep. Kind of wonky walls on this stage.
Yeah, a lot of diagonals that you have to adapt to.
Yeah.
It can be hard to tell when the window is going to come up for the wall break, but ooh, nice first round on Confident Georg.
Mm-hmm.
Not really as aggressive as we saw earlier, so this might be a different game they're going to play against each other.
I mean, Confident Georg, he plays a lot. He definitely has experience against most of the top players in Sweden. And I do think he adjusts his playstyle somewhat depending on who he's up against. Like we were saying, Swedish Tuna, who he faced last match, is a very aggressive player. So I think Confident Georg just felt at home going very aggressive himself. But Adam is a very different type of player, so Confident Georg probably accurately judged that, okay, I need to cool it down a bit.
Yeah, but ooh, drops that the wall combo once again. We've been seeing a few of those today.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Oh,
good block.
Called out. Okay, but didn't get any big follow-up. Oh, but gets him anyway.
Round 3.
Evens it out. Adamo with also a 2,200 match win.
Yeah, no slouch. Oh, got him. And this could go to the
There you go. Oh, look at the damage.
Oh my god.
Oh, the mix up. Oh, good, good knowledge there to block to the high, but
yeah,
quite make it out.
Great stuff there from Confident Georg, but Adam doesn't seem too flustered.
No, he's been playing for a long time. Been playing with a lot of great tournament results. So
yeah,
he manages to stay cool in the worst of situations for sure.
Definitely. I mean, that's the type of stuff that comes with experience.
Absolutely, your tournament nerve.
Oh, called him.
Oh my god! And the that was an interesting.
Oh, so close! Oh, he gets it low.
Excellent job by Confident Georg.
Yeah, great stuff there from Confident Georg. Takes the first game.
Very well done. And like you said, we had quite a few examples of wonky wall interactions there, but
yep,
paid off.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're aware of it, because I think for players that aren't that experienced and they're used to the more standard stages, and they get to that one and they're just not going to be able to hit any of their wall stuff, and they're just like, what's even going on? But yeah. These guys, yeah, you've seen their match records. They've been playing thousands upon thousands of matches. That doesn't even count their offline matches, which are probably even more than their online matches.
And playing at other people's consoles, and there's hundreds and thousands upon thousands of hours.
Consoles, meetups, tournaments. You know, I mean, I'm sure both of them have been playing on PS4 as well, because it's a PC tournament, but you have PS4 too, so you know.
For sure. Some tournaments are on PC and some tournaments are on PS4.
Yeah.
Tekken 7 being the first Tekken game on PC, it's going to be interesting how the online culture and competitive Tekken culture is going to evolve towards future Tekken games.
Yeah.
The PC scene being very, very strong by having the most solid version in terms of input delay and netcode. So there's definitely potential there to reach out to a much wider audience in the future.
Yeah, it's good to see that they managed to make such a good PC version the first time they tried for it, because a lot of other fighting games have had disastrous results. I remember Mortal Kombat 10 was completely unplayable on PC until they fixed it.
Oh yes, sir.
So you have stuff like that. So it's good. It's very inspiring to see that it went so well for them. So moving forward, Tekken will almost certainly have a fantastic home on PC as well.
For sure. And now Adamo almost with a win. Oh, but Confident Georg getting a big launch, and he has rage. Oh, but he drops the combo.
but he's still safe. Oh my god!
Right, frame advantage. Oh, that's it. Wow.
The presence of mind from Confident Gear. There were so many things there that any player could have just crumbled under, and you wouldn't blame them. But he stayed vigilant, and he managed to actually take the round from it.
Yeah, you gotta commit.
Oh, so many hits here.
Block.
Very patient play from Adam, and it pays off for him.
Should get the wall. Ooh, very good. Ooh, good damage.
Nice.
One more hit. Oh my gosh, for the unblockable.
I love that one. It's so good. Yeah, we're seeing this is more what it looked like at the beginning of the first match. A lot more cautious play from both players. Oh, gets him on the back turn. Okay.
Follow up. Oh my god, he lets go.
Gonna kill here, probably. Yeah.
I totally forgot Hwoarang had that rage drive as a combo.
Almost never seen it.
Yeah, no.
Oh, cross up. Let's go. I'm more of a 2D player, so I'm very comfortable seeing that stuff.
Confident Georg, living
Very
up to his
confident.
confident name.
Definitely.
Good duck.
Okay, let's hear. Oh!
Adamo is, it's just at the last sliver of health.
Okay, what can I do? Oh, he gets him!
Oh,
This should be
that's a
round.
launch. Oh, he misclicked.
Oh my god! Oh, but he did
Wow,
it.
wow, staying alive, staying alive.
Wow.
Confident Georg now at match points, but Adamo has a chance to take it back.
Let's
1-1.
see here.
So dead even. I want to see a game.
Yeah. I feel like if Adam takes this, he's going to be at a huge advantage going into the next game. No matter how confident Georg is, you know, you can't keep that mentality going too long.
No.
I think this is the make or break for him. He needs to get this round.
Okay, but he's
Oh, getting a lot of small hits here.
Oh, that's the launch. That's gonna do it. That's gonna do it.
Oh, and he manages to take it over Adam in a 2-0.
2-0. Wow. Really well done from Confident Georg there.
Yeah, I'm not going to call that an upset, but it is a slightly surprising result to see Adam go down to losers before top 8.
I think so too. Confident Georg, again, he has participated in so many tournaments, both offline and a lot of online this year as well, since the quarantine kicked in. So
yeah,
his hard work is definitely paying off.
For sure. Ooh, so with that, Confident Georg becomes our first player to qualify for the top 8.
Very well done.
Sitting in winners semis, waiting for his opponent.
Like what people are saying in the chat, there are a lot of ducks from Adamo, but few punishers. Could that have been something that would turn to get him that comeback he needed? Because there were a few situations where he either dropped a combo or just didn't get the punish he needed. But
yeah, I mean, it's hard to speculate because by all means we saw a lot of those situations. But you know, if he had done the proper punish in one of those situations, then maybe Confident Georg would have gone for something different the next time. You know, so it's very hard to judge exactly what would have happened if X, Y, and Z were different.
Oh, for sure. And there were equally as much, if not more setups that actually worked and punishes that worked. And the first match being a very, very wonky in terms of wall game. So there was definitely an emotional roller coaster.
For sure. I believe our next... Oh yeah, we're gonna have a break now before the next match. 5-minute break, yeah. So take this time to cool down a little bit from the action, and we're gonna be back with more top 8 qualifiers.
Yes, thank you for watching, everyone, and stay tuned.
Yeah.
the loneliness, the emptiness, entangled in defeat. I know it's kind of hard to breathe. This road has brought you to the loneliness, the emptiness, entangled in defeat. I know it's kind of hard to breathe, but don't forget that only you will have the power to change the pattern and reverse every thought that passes through. So far from home in a maze of confusion, your leaders will guide you and tell you the truth with fake smiles. Just think it through, 'cause they will betray you. Throw up your sins here, I am your savior. They got the guns, I got something better. There's another way out of here, just pay me later. Leave this dead and jump your in for something greater. Let's struggle, you can't breathe when you finally realize. All the nightmares, they are real, trapped inside the spinning wheel, making you believe their lies. Another pill to drain the heavy thoughts away for now. Inconsistent strings of truth tied to nothing, and she will feel no pain. Her head is frozen in the clouds, blending in with the faceless crowd. Reaching for the manufactured stars in the ceiling, I race towards oblivion, you chase the light. Until we create reality, the fake and feeling. We are with you tonight. White flags and broken jars, escaping who we are. Fast forward, falling star, to life beyond these bars. Reaching for the manufactured stars in the ceiling, I race towards oblivion, you chase the light.
All right, welcome back, guys. We're getting ready for more Tekken action here at the across the North Swedish Qualifier.
Yes, towards the Nordic finals tournament that's going to be happening later in November.
Yes.
Now, after this in next week, we're going to have Finland squaring up.
I think it's the week after, actually.
Oh, yes, that might be true.
Yeah, but it's the Finland qualifiers left. We've already done Norway, we've done Denmark, and the finals are going to be the top 4 of each region, and then they pick a 5th member via vote. So it's going to be a 5v5 team tournament between Norway, Denmark, Finland, Sweden.
Yes. Now, across the north being very generously teamed up with the Bandai Namco Entertainment Nordic, teaming up with us to help make this event possible. So be sure to check out their stuff, and thank you very much to Bandai Namco Nordic for supporting us in this.
Always. Bandai Namco, huge community supporters all across the world. Very happy to have Bandai Namco Nordic here, always helping us out. Always have Mandodo coming to events, talking to everyone, supporting people. Yeah, it's a great experience to deal with Bandai Namco. Just great to see them be so supportive of the community.
Absolutely. Mandodo bringing so much energy, and so much positive energy, no less. So
He's in the chat even right now, hyping it up.
let's go, Mandoodles. We see you.
All right, so our next match is going to be Dragon Fist, who I'm sure everyone who's followed the Swedish scene at all knows. Very, very strong law player who's made his mark on the community last 2 years or so, something like that.
Yes,
Maybe 3 years.
Yeah, he got started in Tekken 7.
Yeah, and he's very good. Definitely uses law to his full potential. And his opponent is Sanderman. I have seen that name, but I can't quite place him.
Yes, Sanderman has been definitely one of the strongest players in the country. Also, not too dissimilar from Swedish Tuna, of playing a lot of different characters over time.
Okay.
But not necessarily at the same time. He usually sticks to one character at a time, but it goes sort of in phases. And as of late, he's been sticking with Yoshimitsu a lot, so that's going to be very interesting. So
Nice.
It's likely going to be Law versus Yoshimitsu.
Yeah, Yoshimitsu, very unique character. Definitely another one of those, as we were saying earlier, that some characters where you really need to have good experience against that particular character. I feel like Yoshimitsu is one of those. And indeed, we are seeing Yoshimitsu up on the screen here.
And speaking of wins, Dragon Fist with a whopping 8,000 wins.
We were talking up confident gear here because he had a crazy amount of wins. Then Dragon Fist comes and doubles that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is wild. Yeah. Now, before Yoshimitsu, Sanderman used to play Brian, and he also has a history of playing with Kazumi and
That's where I remember him. I remember his Brian.
yes,
Now that you mention it.
played Brian last year.
Yeah.
All right, going into it.
Ooh. Oh yeah. So we've been talking a lot about aggressive play versus passive play. Dragon Fist, probably the most aggressive play we have.
Oh, for sure, without a doubt.
He goes in so hard, but it pays off. Like he knows how to use an aggressive law at a top level.
He's very methodical about it, so it's not just being for aggressive sake. It always comes with a plan.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, call him out! Oh, but he was too far away! Oh, he called under there!
Oh, did drop!
Oh! Good presence of mind there from Sanderman. It's another one of those situations where just everything goes wrong in such a short amount of time. But he kept his composure, chilled out, took the low, and then got the round.
Oh, hell yeah. And an excellent first round of this match.
Yeah. Thanks to Ribbon for the raid. I guess that means Ribbon might be out of the tournament now since he's not streaming anymore, but thank you for raiding the channel, man, and thank you for participating.
Thank you very much. It was great to see you.
Oh, here we go. Sanderman with the patented Joshi mix-ups, but no! Dragon Fist.
Round 3.
Excellent job. Law with overall very high damage output, even with or without walls.
For
As
sure.
long as you can get those DSS cancels going properly.
I mean, people always talk about Season 3 as like this crazy season where they upped everyone's damage so high, and they did. But you're still gonna have some damage differences, and Law is at the higher end of that.
Ooh! Tries to finish him all with a sword.
Oh no, Barry!
Pay off.
This is where it begins. Oh, okay.
Oh.
He saw it coming, blocked, proper punish, good stuff.
Alright, looking forward. There we go.
Ooh,
Excellent
okay.
launch control for Law. That's gonna
All
be a
the way
lot
to
of
the
wall
wall.
damage.
Yep. And get him low again. Okay.
Ooh, relentless. Stay in the wall. There it goes. It turns around. Now Sanderman still with a 1-round lead here, but Dragon Fist about to even it out.
Okay. Oh!
It was a good choice given his rage drive is so extremely fast, but just a jab is gonna take it out. Good stuff.
It's so scary when you block these big moves from Law where he's not punishable, and like, what's gonna come next? Oh my god.
Oh, here we go. Oki. Yoshi's so strong and scary on Oki.
Oh!
There we go. An unbreakable throw.
The Yoshi copter paying off. Okay, goes low. Oh!
Wow.
Got him!
Excellent job to Sanderman taking the
Yeah.
first match. But
Yes.
going very much back and forth.
Oh, for sure.
Dragon Fist having a very, very strong, a lot of strong retaliation, but Sanderman keeping the match in control.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty even overall. They went 3-2 in rounds, so, you know, it's a pretty even match. But Sanderman definitely, like, the important part was that he kept his composure against Dragon Fist offense, because that's how Dragon Fist overwhelms a lot of his opponents. He goes in, he beats the shit out of you, and then you don't know what to do. But yeah, Sanderman definitely just chilling, taking it easy, reacting when he can, accepting when he can't.
Absolutely. And again, like I said earlier, Yoshi's Oki, especially at the wall, very, very scary with his unblockable sword moves. But
Yeah, for sure.
many of them not connecting the last match, which and the Dragon Fist whiff punishing during those situations very effectively. So, okay.
We'll see if Dragon Fist is able to turn this around here.
Mishima building very similar to the last stage, but just a slightly larger in terms of radius. But we are in a circle, and just one combo gets you to the wall until the last transformation, of course.
You know why I remember this stage?
Why?
When I was in Japan in 2017, I was playing Tekken 7 in arcades because it wasn't out on consoles yet. So I was like, oh, I need to
Ah.
play Tekken. And I just played Lily. I wasn't very good. I was just, I knew some basic stuff. And I met a guy in the arcade who would literally troll the shit out of me. He would sidestep and correctly block every single thing I did, but he wouldn't hit me.
Oh my lord.
He would just avoid and block everything, and it was on this stage. And it was a horrifying experience.
Very unorthodox, it feels like.
Yeah, it was horrible. But that's why I remember this stage.
We all have those personal memories on different stages.
Yeah.
Lord. Okay. Ooh, ooh, and the strength's not. Ooh, there you go. The lightning fast rage drive taking it, just competing with the jabs. Very good.
Oh,
First
gets
flash.
me the flash.
Yeah, if you're gonna be too aggressive, you might become too predictable, and that's when the flash comes in handy.
Yeah.
And I believe it's an 8-frame thing, so you have to really, when you think you're at it, you think you're at an advantage with your one jab to be +1 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You're never as safe as you normally would be, so you gotta be careful.
That's one of those real matchup things against Yoshimitsu is the flash, because it's very important to understand how that works and what situations are now different than they usually are.
Oh, absolutely. Now, Sanderman with a 2-round lead,
Yeah.
a game lead and a 2-round lead, so looking very strong and very dominant in this situation.
Yeah, we already saw Adam go down to losers before top 8. Seeing Dragon Fist go down as well would be quite the shock.
It's going to be a killer of a losers bracket in that case.
Yeah, for sure.
Round 4.
Hey, but he stays alive, gets a round back. How is he going to make the adjustment? Now, Dragon Fist, very, very good at downloading the opponent. Just
Yep.
needs some time, and he can turn around before you know it.
Oh, gets him with the kick. Moving in.
Plus
Oh.
frames, those plus frames not mattering at all with that flash.
Oh my god, is this
Oh my
it?
God,
It's it!
Wow.
Oh, wow.
2-0 over Dragon Fist, sending him to the losers bracket.
Yeah, so even with those 8,000 matches, it seems like Dragon Fist may need a few more against Yoshimitsu.
Wow. I did not expect to see this.
Definitely not me either. I even forgot about Centerman, so I was not prepared for this at all. But that's
Wow.
very good stuff from him. He did an amazing job.
Absolutely,
and
Sanderman, no slouch, has a lot of strong tournament results. So it would happen eventually, I believe.
Oh, looking at the bracket, Adam is actually out in losers as well. He didn't make top 8.
Oh my lord, he got pushed out by Jiffy in the
yeah.
losers bracket. Who
So Adam ends up in 9th place. Definitely a surprising result, considering the pedigree of him as a player.
very much so.
Because of how the team function works towards the end, the 5th player is decided by a vote or whatever, so it's possible that Adam could be part of the team anyway. But he isn't going to be in the top 4, not even in the top 8. Unfortunate for him, but everyone's been leveling up.
Oh, very much so. Speaking of leveling up, Isaac in the winner's side took down JFK, sending him to losers bracket as well.
My hero. What am I gonna do? All I can hope for is that JFK stays alive in the losers bracket, so we get more matches of him on stream.
For sure.
Oh, so we're finally getting the one, the only, the Emperor.
Probably hands down the strongest player in Swedish Tekken history.
Yeah, I would say so. Was so dominant in Tekken 6. Still showed up in Tekken Tag 2 for a while. Tekken 7, he's been slacking, but he's still been getting results when he went to events. But at the IESF finals, he stated with no hesitation, he's making a comeback.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. He's committed.
Yep, that's what he said, and I'm holding him to it. So we're going to see him going up against Hayab.
a very strong up-and-coming Steve player.
Steve, yeah. He was also at the
Yes.
ISF finals, right?
Yes, he was. Made seventh place. But having very, very close matches, so it could have gone either way. And
Yeah.
very, very, very aggressive playstyle. So let's see if he has what it takes.
Yeah. So the Emperor, I think most players who know the Emperor, they probably remember him as a Jack player. That's what he was in Tekken 6. In Tekken Tag 2, he played Jack and other characters. He kind of switched around a bit. And then in Tekken 7, he played Jack early on because he wasn't that invested, so he wasn't really learning new stuff. But we will not see Jack today. I can practically promise you we won't see Jack because he is playing Gigas, almost entirely Gigas. The one time he switches, he goes to Bears.
Oh yes, you're right about that.
Yeah.
Gigas being such an interesting pick because, like, Europe again has some very interesting picks from some of our strongest players. You know, there's Sweden with the Emperor with the Gigas, and then you have online warriors like King J with the Gigas.
Yeah.
Just it's gonna be very interesting. When the Emperor plays Gigas, he does not feel like a low tier character. He just makes his weaknesses null into nothing. Like,
yeah, that's the thing, because so many people keep saying that Gigas is the worst character in the game. I'm not saying they're wrong, but when you watch this, it's hard to see how.
Yeah, and it's very interesting in terms of like Gigas is debated to be like even stronger than the Bears and Lars, but it's very back and forth with people's opinions. But okay, here we go. On an infinite stage, Emperor not gonna get as much damage without the wall, but it's not gonna matter. He hits so hard with few hits regardless.
Yeah, a big part of Emperor's game is just how good he is at adapting to his opponent. And I think that's what we're going to see as well. Most of the time when Emperor ends up at a disadvantage, he manages to turn around with these miraculous comebacks because he reads his opponent so amazingly well.
Hell yeah. And Hiyab taking the first round with his aggressive style. And as I said about Dragon Fist being able to download you very effectively, the Emperor equally so, if not more.
Yeah.
So it might look grim at one point, but then later it just turns around completely.
For sure. Something that's often brought up as the biggest weakness of Emperor is his lack of matchup experience, especially with new characters from Tekken 7. But thankfully, he's now up against Steve, which is a character he has immense experience against from previous titles.
Steve being an immensely popular character ever since Tekken 5, and has always been a very strong tournament character,
For sure.
character since forever.
And he's so cool too.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so let's see here. One round each. And Emperor pushing in here. Okay. Didn't get anything from it.
Gotta be careful with the jabs.
There you go.
Momentum.
Oh,
Good low parry.
It was a low parry.
Very typical setup with Steve that you go for, to go from the highs, mids into the low pokes, anticipating and capitalizing.
And Emperor was real ready for it.
Nice launch. That's gonna be a lot of damage.
Yep. Almost half.
Ooh.
Okay, with that, it was half.
Got him at the side.
Okay, let's go here. Ooh, go low.
Good break.
Let's see that. Okay. Oh, he moved back. It looked like it was going to whiff punish, but unfortunately, a bit too close still, and gets him.
Final round. Fight.
Okay. Okay. What's he have here? So many small hits here. Look, he's almost got half of his HP now with those, like, little jabs and stuff.
I can barely speak. It's just.
Oh my god. He just chipped away at him. Okay, Rage Drive is gone. Emperor in an amazing position, but he gets a big hit.
Didn't get a combo off of it, but got a good low follow-up.
Yeah, but he's still in danger here. Rage
Yeah.
is gone. He has almost no HP. Emperor looking.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's what it's gonna need. Just one combo, one finisher, and one final setup here.
Rage is loaded though. Here it comes.
Oh, he blocks it.
Oh wow.
Alright, don't get in there.
Oh, he got over.
Oh! Oh my god! He stays alive.
Oh my
Over
God.
the hit that would have killed him.
Hayab goes up one game. That was that might be the best single game we had so far. That was amazing.
Oh,
Wow.
hell yes.
I,
10 out of 10.
I will say the best thing added to fighting games as a whole in the last 10 years is the Tekken slow-mo. It's such an amazing feature, and it makes competitive Tekken so much better for spectators.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree. I have nothing else to add.
Oh, JFK calling out Emperor in the chat. Going in hard. All right, let's see it.
But we're all good. We're all good friends here.
Of course.
We're here to have fun and in good and in a positive competitive spirit. so.
Definitely. We all love Tekken. Some of us love other fighting games as well, but it's all about the community, playing, striving to get better, just enjoying the gifts we've been given
Yeah.
from the developer gods.
Hell yeah. And with
All
all
right.
these amazing matches been going on, make sure to tweet hashtag across the north to join the conversation and to join the conversation about the matches that have been going on. Make
Okay.
sure to tune into the clips and highlights that are going to be posted on the Across the North Twitter page as well. But we're getting right into it.
Yeah, so Emperor, as expected, not switching characters. I would be shocked if we saw anything from Gigas from in this tournament, but I mean, especially after a close match like that, why would you even switch? Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh
Ooh.
my god, that string is so cool.
Yeah.
Arm flailing.
Yep, staying strong here. Oh, but the punish. Got him low? Oh, just in time.
I wonder if that would have been
almost
a double
giving it.
KO. Yeah, yeah. Oh, strong counter hit. Kiab really proving a point here. But
Yeah.
once again, oh, that's a guaranteed follow-up.
Come low. Okay, good tech.
Now Kiab
Oh.
in such aggressive control here.
Ooh, the leap. Oh,
Good
no
low
parry.
parry though.
Gonna get wall here. What's gonna do? Okay, break.
Quite get the last wall.
Rage loaded.
Oh
Oh!
my god, he gets it now with a 2-round lead over the Emperor.
He did one hit before going into his rage drive, which gave Hijab his rage drive. And Hijab was so ready to just throw it out.
Yeah. This is still the winner's quarter, so it's still a best of 3.
Yeah,
Just 1 round away.
but like I said before, never count out Emperor until it's done. The match is still going, so Emperor is still very much capable here.
Yeah,
But
better
Hijab
believe
looking
it.
very, very, very strong.
Better believe it, but Hiab's punish us really on point.
Oh, okay.
Gonna be-
Oh!
Oh my god, get
Oh! Yes, he got it!
gets the shoulder. He is staying alive.
That was the best, like, lying down attack I've seen in Tekken. That was so good. Just stopped him right in his tracks. But yeah, most rounds here, what we've been seeing is that Emperor has a hard time closing out the rounds. He keeps getting Hiab to these very low percentages, but then still not quite finishing it.
Yeah. Ooh, it doesn't commit to the 50-50 there.
Hello?
Get-
Oh,
Nice
big hit.
Drops the combo though.
Oh, what a shame.
Big.
Okay, but Rage is gone. Can Emperor... Okay. Anything will kill. And he whiffs.
Taking back two rounds.
Yep. Yeah, so Emperor now 1 round away from tying it up at 1-1 situation. And there's another wall to break over here. Okay, but gets hit towards the wrong direction. Still half HP gone just like that.
We're not getting the punish there. the situation looking very much reversed from what it was before.
Yep, Hiab in trouble here. Oh,
And
perfect!
golden letters even making a
So,
statement that I'm
yeah.
still alive.
There's a 1-1. I think the main factor going into this third game is Hiab's nerves. How is he feeling after that? Because he was on match point for 3 rounds straight.
Yeah.
He was so close to just like moving on into top 8, beating Emperor, and he kept getting it snatched from him right from the like his victory just got snatched right in front of his eyes. And how is he mentally holding up after that? That is the question. That is what this third match is going to tell the tale of. We're going to see, because Emperor has kind of started to figure out what Hiab wants to do. Can he adapt to that, or is he too like mentally distraught at this point?
I can crush it. I can crush someone. It can crush most people. And Hiab, with while he has very strong tournament performance, doesn't have as much. It doesn't have as much, not nearly as much as the Emperor. So let's see if we can stay composed and keep this game plan alive.
Yeah,
in this situation.
because as a spectator, when you watch a match, a lot of times you're going to see situations where optimal things aren't being done, and you're going to think like, "Oh, come on, why aren't you doing the optimal thing? Why didn't you do the perfect combo here? Why didn't you whiff punish this with this?" But the thing is, like 90% of the match is the mental stuff, and you can't see the mental stuff. You need to read the mental stuff, just like the players are reading each other. And this situation right now should theoretically be very bad for Hiab, but we don't know. He might be extremely strong mentally. We're gonna see.
So interesting with new and upcoming players. How are they gonna make their mark on the scene?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, gets him high. Okay.
Are they gonna take
Moving
a 50-50?
in.
Watch it. Very nice.
Oh,
he just takes it.
huge hit.
Oh my god.
Emperor bringing out new stuff now that we weren't seeing before. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
All the way to the wall
they
here.
have to work hard. Okay, nice punish.
Oh,
my lord.
Oh, that
gonna
is
do it.
so tough. Okay, so now we have Emperor in a situation where he's on match point to move on. So Hiab now put in a complete reversal of the situation he was in just like 4 minutes ago.
Just how we predicted. Emperor just taking it back.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Any player, not just in Sweden, but in Europe, I would say Emperor is the one where you can never count them out until the match is actually done.
Wholeheartedly.
Okay,
Out of the
Rage
corner.
Drive gone.
But he keeps him in the corner. See.
Good blocking. Oh my god, yeah. And
Oh,
he
that's a punish. Textbook punish, and he takes it back. The Emperor moving on with a 2-1, just almost getting Hiab almost making his way forward to the winners semifinals. But the Emperor taking it, but Hiab has made it this far, and that's going to put him in a good position in the losers bracket even. So
yeah, absolutely. In the losers bracket, Hiab will be going up against Tuna. So that's going to be a rough match for sure for both players. But the winner will earn a spot in top 8. We actually, besides that match, we have our top 8 locked now. So winner semifinals, which I believe is the next match on the stream, will be Confident Georg versus Sanderman. Both of these players performed slight upsets, with Confident Georg sending Adam to losers, and Sanderman putting Dragon Fist down on losers. On the other side of winner semi is going to be Emperor, who we just saw with that clutch turnaround up against Itzhak. And then in losers, we have Dragon Fist up against Giffy. Giffy, the person who actually eliminated Adam in losers.
Oh yes, and I have not seen Giffy a lot at all.
No, I don't remember the name at all either, so I'll be interested to see that. And on the other side of losers, we have JFK qualified, and he's going to be going up against the winner of Hiab and Tuna.
absolutely. I had the impression that GP might be playing Lee, but I'm not. But
Okay.
I might be mistaken.
Dude, I
We'll see.
hope so. I love watching Lee.
Mhm.
But yeah, so we're going to be going on with winner semis now. We are officially in top 8 at this point.
Let's
And the
go.
top 4 placers are going to qualify for the Swedish team for the eventual Nordic team battle, which is the finals. So yeah, the winner here will be guaranteed a spot in the team.
The stakes are high.
For
and
sure.
You better bring an extra sharp knife and fork to get those stakes going, to get that stake in.
Yeah, so we're gonna have Confident Georg and Sanderman. Even though I talked up Confident Georg's different online picks, it seems like he's confident with the Swedish connection. He's fine playing Hwoarang. He is a Hwoarang loyalist for the most part. So it's almost guaranteed that the matchup that's coming up here is going to be Hwoarang versus Yoshimitsu.
Oh, absolutely. Sanderman, without a doubt, gonna stick with the character as he does.
Yeah, I mean, both of these players managed to pull off very good wins in their last matches with these characters. So.
Absolutely. Sanderman's online profile even called Sander Manji
Yeah.
to represent the Manji clan for Yoshimitsu.
Yeah, I noticed that. He's been adapting to the Yoshi lifestyle.
Yeah. All right. They're currently picking their characters, I believe. So we're almost gonna get into it.
Okay.
Then, yes. Then, after this, we're going to have the Emperor going up against Isaac, who knocked JFK into the losers bracket, and JFK is staying alive in the loser side, waiting for the loser of BE to see what happens. And then, yes, all of top 8 is going to be right here on the stream for you. So get excited for that.
All right. Let's see here. We were talking about that Confident Georg is an aggressive player, and he has an S+ in aggressiveness listed.
Yeah. All right, they're in. Oh my God!
Ooh.
Strong power crush starter. It's gonna get to the wall.
Ooh,
Good
called him
block.
out on that. Yeah.
Doesn't launch. All right, puts the sword away. Getting unique properties with that.
Ooh, gets the throw.
What? How did that not hit?
I don't know.
That was hit on the very last frame. That was
Oh.
incredible. Now the first 2 hits are guaranteed. They are guaranteed as far as I know at that point. So
Yeah.
Very-
So I think he just had a absolute kill there, unless Sanderman had somehow like sidestepped away from it.
yeah. All right, get to the wall. Doesn't quite get the combo again.
Okay. A lot of stuff here from Sanderman.
Just gonna do get so many of those plus frames without the sword. Oh, that should have been a punish. Making confident Georg approach. Oh, he gets the back jump over to mix things up and get the final hit.
Oh
a
my
skyrocket.
god! Gigantic launcher here, wall and everything.
That was 50%.
Yeah. That's what you get if you're not careful.
Nice,
Okay.
nice twirl there. You got to be careful. Now, is Sanderman the type of player who wants to spin it to get the rage because of the explosive option?
Oh yeah.
Round 4. Fight.
All right, and with a 1-round lead, but very much even.
Oh, all of a sudden I remember why I was so confused about Sanderman. I know exactly who Sanderman is. It's just that he changed names.
Oh yes, he does.
I
He's
remember
called
it.
Kaiser.
Yeah, I remember him as Kaiser. I know him very well. The only reason is because
yeah.
he changed name to Sanderman. I know
Yeah.
exactly who he is.
Awesome.
God, that's annoying. I hate people who change names. All right, but yeah, there. Confident Georg takes the first game.
Was probably one of the coolest finishers in the game.
Yeah.
Like, not necessarily damage-wise, but yeah.
Yeah, Sanderman is Kaiser. He just changed his name because he wants to be annoying. God damn it.
Yeah. I was very confused about that as well until I in the SCSF finals when I met him in person. That's when I got the realization. But oh, it's you!
Yeah. No, I've met him so many times. I've hung out with him. We've been to tournaments together abroad and stuff. I can't connect him with the name Sanderman. So I've been sitting here on stream now commentating, acting like I barely know who he is. But I'm close with it, dude. I know exactly who he is. Stop changing your name. All right. But yeah, he does change characters quite a bit. Like you said, like once he changes, he commits to the character, but he's like after a while he'll go to someone different. But what he did tell me at the ISF finals was that he's never had as fun in Tekken as he did with Yoshimitsu.
Yeah.
So right now he's definitely heavily committed to the character. This is top 8. Beatbuster in the chat.
Yes.
Winner's side. Oh, nice hit there from Confident Georg.
Well, what doesn't quite get the sword spin? He's been trying for those quite a bit, but he misses them half the time. You have to be pretty close for it to connect.
Yeah.
And with that said, it is most effective on Oki at the wall, which it has worked, but here it's not paying off that much. But we'll see if he can adapt.
Okay, here we go.
Now that's a great option to get out of Foron's relentless flamingo mix-ups and pressure. Just use that spin so fast, so evasive. Like basically saying, no, you're not gonna play your game.
Yeah.
Not on my watch.
Oh,
good
gosh.
flash. Excellent. To take it back.
Round 3. Fight.
There you go.
Yeah, gets to the wall easy, but doesn't get the combo.
Oh!
He's not ready for the unblockable.
Man, Sanderman doing crazy stuff here. And that's actually a thing.
Wow, he did not expect the second hit of the low with the swordless sword sweep.
Here's the thing. What Confident Georg hates the most in Tekken, or in fighting games in general, is crazy stuff. He hates stuff that, you might feel was random. Like doing weird things. That pisses him off.
He likes to play by the book.
Yeah.
Oh, he tries to, almost out of spite it seems, to get an unblockable in return.
Oh!
Good patience there.
Yeah. Very careful play there. Didn't get caught by the flash and ended the round. Confident Georg 1 round away now from moving into winners finals, and it's looking like a very high likelihood here.
Yeah. Just one more mix-up and he's dead.
Yeah. Sanderman still wants to close it.
Now without rage, he's gonna have to be careful.
Yeah.
Oh,
good
block.
block! Okay,
Not
didn't
much.
quite get it. Any hit now. Oh!
parry.
I was just gonna say Confident Georg can't get too antsy here, but he gets a hit.
He gets the hit.
And that
so
closes
good.
it out. So that should send Confident Georg to winners finals.
Oh yes, very, very, very well done. Like, there have been so many matches so far that have been dead even in rounds, but then it still ends up in a 2-0.
Yeah. That's just how it shakes up sometimes, If rounds are so close all the time, definitely possible to just, unfortunately, drop it at the end.
Yes.
Alright, so we're gonna move to the other side of winners semis. We're gonna have the Emperor versus Isaac.
Yes, and after that we're gonna have a little break, and then before we move on over to the the loser side,
Yeah.
I believe, to get some of that action, where Hiob and Tuna are currently fighting, and there's going to be Dragon Fist and Jiffy are going to fight it out, and JFK is waiting for the winner between Hiob and Tuna. A lot of very strong killers in the losers bracket.
Yeah. So we haven't actually seen Isaac on stream today, but he's been beating people that we have seen on stream. His first match, he beat Garfield, funny orange cat, and then he beat Pebbleman, who we saw on stream in the first match, and then he beat JFK. So that's been his path so far, and now he's going to go up against the Emperor.
Now, I've only seen Isaac in online tournaments, haven't seen any offline tournaments, but maybe I'm just out biking. I don't know. Do you know much about Isaac?
I really don't. I barely watch online tournaments, and there haven't been that many offline tournaments lately. I don't really remember Isaac as a player. It's possible I've met him, it's possible I've seen him, but you know, there's so many players. It's hard to keep track of them all unless they like consistently place highly in tournaments you actually have. Sorry. But based on his profile here, it looks like he's a Devil Jin player.
Tekken God Prime, no less.
Yeah. So Devil Jin is an interesting character because he was this character that everyone was playing, everyone was going like, oh, he's so crazy, he's so amazingly good, until Leroy and Fuck'em Ram dropped. And everyone kind of forgot about him. He did get some nerfs around that time as well, but I don't know. I don't think he's gotten bad by any means.
Oh, absolutely not. He's still very much in the top tiers, at least at the very high tiers. And even though he got a nerf, and then came the very infamous track, basically homing Hell Sweep patch, which they eventually reverted.
Yeah.
But, oh my god, and an S+ in combo damage, aggressiveness, and agility.
Sounds like a well-rounded dude.
Sounds exactly like a Mishima player.
All right. So we're gonna see here Isaac's Devil Jin going up against the Emperor's Gigas.
Yeah, classic Devil Jin. Love to see it. All right.
Ooh. That's another thing. Like, I have no idea how much Isaac plays, or like what type of environment he plays in. But if you're playing mostly online, or even really mostly offline, I don't think you're gonna have an abundance of experience against Gigas.
Oh, definitely not. It's definitely one of the characters, along with the bears especially, that you have to be in practice mode to be prepared for this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Unless it's one thing to watch very strong players, but you have to get the experience yourself.
Yeah.
Good Hell Sweep relaunch.
Yep. Gets the conversion.
Well, Isaac not taking that. Ooh, never mind. I was just about to say Isaac not taking many big risks, but there it is.
You gotta understand that the Emperor, while he is mainly a Tekken player, he's also played quite a bit of Street Fighter, so he has his anti-airs down pat.
Oh, really?
You better not get up in the air against him.
Now with a 2-round lead, looking very, very convincing in the Emperor's favor. But ooh, just barely gets hit out of the electric.
Here we go. Man, Emperor running a train on Isaac right now.
Good lord. Maybe that yeah, go ahead.
That's the kind of thing we see from Emperor, though.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's not entirely uncommon.
Very strong in the first 2.
Yeah, for sure.
Gonna make the most out of when he gets in there.
Yeah.
But and maybe Isaac's aggressiveness and agility, like, it gives Emperor a lot of options to, a lot of room to, like, oh, here I'm gonna counter that. Like, even though when you're throwing out a lot of your moves, you're giving the opponent information, and if you're playing very much like a textbook character, like how many other people will play it, then being top tier isn't gonna matter as much. Especially like in this case, we have one of the worst characters, Gigas, going up against one of the strongest characters, Devil Jin. But it's not really gonna matter if the matchup knowledge is there, and if you're not adapting the top tiers, which you see very often, in your own way, so you can mix up the opponents in what they're
course.
gonna expect to see.
Because what makes a top tier is that they have really good moves, right? Oh, and here we have another top tier who's going to fucking run. And this might be a bad situation for Emperor, because as I was saying earlier, as soon as he goes up against a Tekken 7 character, he's in a little bit of trouble.
Ah, that's gonna make things really interesting.
Yeah.
First Fakum Ram we've seen for the day. First Fakum Ram, no Leroy. So far as I know. Maybe people have played it in the losers bracket, but we'll see.
Yeah, on stream we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah, here comes fucking Ram, the demon of Tekken.
Yeah. A very, very prominent character in Korean online tournaments. A lot of online tournaments have a lot of, are predominantly Fakum Ram mirrors.
Let's not forget that he was even banned in Pakistan.
Oh, yes.
Or at least discussed for banning. I don't remember if they actually banned it. But they
discussed it.
Yeah, they made a big talk about it at least. Oh, here we go. But again, Emperor did say that he's making a comeback, so it's possible he's actually studied up on Tekken 7 matchups now. But that was his weakness, like, for the entirety of Tekken 7, was that once he went up against someone like, you know, depending on the patch, but once he went up like Josie, or maybe went up against Leroy, it was just like, what? What's this guy? What did I do?
Exactly. Oh my god, it doesn't hit! The crouch, the low hit. Wow, okay. Still showing that he's very much capable, no matter what.
Yep. Okay. Gets low. Ooh.
We're gonna get to the wall. And for what Gigas has in width, Fakum Ram definitely has in body length. He's so tall. Good lord. Even towers over Gigas. There you go. Oh, what a low parry. Very excellent. Now he's probably gonna get to the wall. Yes. Easy.
Wow.
Wall combo.
He's getting a lot of stuff here. See if Emperor can turn this around.
Both Fakum Ram and Leroy being very, very notorious for having such excellent damage output no matter what situation.
Yeah.
Round 4.
Nice. Now. Emperor still with a game up over Isaac, but let's see if Isaac can take it back.
Yeah, but I mean, these rounds haven't been free by any means. Emperor definitely putting on some good pressure.
Oh, that's an easy punish. That's a launch, even. Good. Oh.
Here we go. Oh my goodness. Addy! Oh,
it misses! It misses! Oh!
Oh,
Tied up
wow.
1-1 with a key charge, even.
Yeah, so very good decision here from Isaac, clearly, to switch over to Fakum Ram.
Yeah, he must have popped off. Because he was under a lot of pressure at the end there. Probably was thinking that Emperor was gonna take that match, but then making it back with the absurd damage with Fakum Ram's rage drive
That
at
was
the wall.
absolutely crazy damage.
Wow, I'm getting out of breath here almost. This is some good ass Tekken. What do you say?
For sure. I mean, we're getting some amazing matches here. Some Sweden's finest battling it out. It's going to culminate in a battle between the Nordic region. Real looking forward to that one. I love team tournaments.
Oh, same here. I used to watch Tekken Crash and the older Gunso Cups between Japan and Korea all the time. Just there's so much rivalry, so much cool rivalry, and I definitely think similar things can happen in the Nordics. So really excited for the Nordic finals. Be sure to tune in for that. Get excited for that.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we get here.
Round 1.
If Emperor can adapt. I mean, like I said, that is his strongest suit, but if you don't have proper experience against the character, which I'm not saying he doesn't, I'm just saying that's been a theme for him before, it's going to be very difficult to adapt in a first or two.
Yeah. Absolutely. Or where this is a 50-50, he doesn't do anything with
Okay.
it.
Yeah, just waiting and seeing. Okay. Oh, a lot of hits here. Wait a sec. Ooh, okay. Ooh.
Ooh, there it goes.
That's such a big thing we keep seeing with Emperor, is he wins a lot of these rounds by just throwing out so many small moves. He doesn't necessarily have to get it. Like, there he got a big conversion. But a lot of rounds, he's just getting small hits, small hits, small hits, and then you're at 30% all of a sudden.
Exactly. The Gigas being one of the characters that just few hits, but he deals so much damage, and that wall,
Jesus.
that throw
was
in
huge.
itself, he responds with a key charge. Like, I'm here to play.
It's perfect.
Gigas does not need a lot of hits to get a lot of damage.
Ah, that's true. You were talking about Falconram's damage, but Gigas is no slouch either. Just, Falconram is better than him in a lot of other areas, but damage definitely match him.
See. Oh, good block.
Let's go.
He falls for it.
Hey!
And the simple, and a 3-0 in that match, no less.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so Emperor did adapt.
very, very effectively. It's very much what we'd expect from the Emperor.
All right. So yeah, with that, we're gonna move into a 10-minute break. Confident Georg and the Emperor is gonna be the winners finals. But before we go there, we're gonna have some losers matches. I can see in the bracket that Dragon Fist against Goofy did happen off stream. Goofy eliminated in 7th place. Dragon Fist moving on there. Yabtuna doesn't seem to be done yet, but the winner of that will go up against JFK. Not sure if that will be on stream or not, but we will be back soon. Losers matches, don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. Thank you very much for watching, and once again you're watching the Across the North Swedish qualifier tournament. So don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back with you after 10 minutes.
You cannot break the spell. You are alone. Down to the sickening cell. No cease to atone in here. Sleepless night in this bed. Deceptive mind will shatter as they claim her head. But she cannot be tamed. They'll never take it from her. That power from beyond that makes her stronger. And none appeals to drain the heavy thoughts away for now. Inconsistent strings of truth tied to nothing. And she will feel no pain. Her head is frozen in the clouds, blending in with the faceless crowd. Reaching for the manufactured stars in the ceiling. A race towards a freedom you chase the light. Back to recreate reality, fake and feeling. We are with you tonight. Something's lurking underneath. Power struggle, you can't breathe when you finally realize. All the nightmares too long. As the white stalks left the place was spread, it seems so vicious. Rain upon the weak fails to distinguish right from wrong. Stab a mother in the heart and tell her that we love her. Crucify the ones who try to spark your sympathy. We were led astray by all your words, deceitful covers. But now we are awake, ready to fight, ready to bleed. All diversions down. As we walk one another down. Resurrect ourselves to take back control. As we walk one another down. Resurrect ourselves to reclaim our souls. Pitchforks raised high, there's panic in their eyes. But you're a victim, you're not victimless crime. This cat is too fat, outnumbered by the rats. But we've seen it all, we will ignite your fall. This cat is too fat, outnumbered by the rats. We've seen it all, we will ignite your fall.
Yo, She-Witch. Let's go.
Following the leaders in a swarm of epidemic plastic screens, in a line and pride of deconstructed dreams, where we pledge our allegiance to each other. But a promise
Welcome back, guys. Got some more Across the North coming up here.
Welcome back.
Excited? I'm excited.
I'm excited. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so Isaac versus the Emperor. Pretty sure we have JFK here going on off stream. Oh yeah, Isaac versus Dragonfist. My bad. I just misread the bracket there. But yeah, JFK vs Hiab is probably going on off stream. The loser there gets 7th. The winner will go up against Sanderman and be on stream. So we'll see how that shakes out. But now we have Isaac going with Devil Jin, moving back from the Falcon Realm, which gave him a lot of success against Emperor.
Against Dragonfist, sticking with the law.
Yep.
On Hammerhead, very thin, very small stage when you think about it, and both these characters can get such an enormous amount of damage from the walls.
Yeah.
To it.
Round 1. Fight.
So I don't know if these players have played together in the past, either in tournament or something. They both have plenty of tournament results, but I don't know if they played against each other.
Yeah, like I said, I'm very unfamiliar with Isaac as a player, so I'm not at all sure. But you would imagine if they're both Swedish players and they both enter a lot of tournaments, they should have gone up against each other before.
Yes. And Dragonfist has played a lot against Cyrox, who is the Devil Jin player as well, so he definitely has that matchup experience.
For sure.
Let's see. Oh, what a
Here
parry!
we go.
Beautiful. Plus range. Oh, what a low parry!
Oh,
it doesn't
didn't convert off of it.
No.
Oh, okay.
Wow. He
He
could
gets
have
the
gone for
trade.
the back 4, but he gets the round anyway. Very nice.
I love this stage so much because the music in Final Fantasy 15 is great. So I love this.
Oh, it is.
The songs there.
Wholeheartedly agree.
All right, let's see here. Isaac looks like he's figured Dragonfist out, but it's still early in the set though.
Yeah, both players showing a lot of respect, but... Oh, wow.
That was a great conversion of the like side/behind hits.
Wow. Already with a 2-round lead. We'll see. Good block. He's already seen it happen.
Sure.
Oh, wow. Solid hit. If he can get this to the wall as well, it's going to be just an absurd amount of damage. He does, but it doesn't get the combo. It's too far away.
Okay, let's see here.
First health sweep pickup. Oh, that's a punish. He goes for the health sweep again.
And another one.
3 times! Wow! And the 3-0, making a
Okay.
statement.
Yeah, so definitely went well for Isaac there. Dragonfist definitely doesn't have a sub pick. He goes law all the way, but he needs to adapt mentally here. He needs to figure out what am I dying from and how do I stop it.
Yeah. I mean, given Law can get a lot of damage even without walls, I would think that he could go for an infinite stage pick. Like,
Yeah.
yes, Devil Jin is going to have more OP opportunities for health sweep pickups, but then again, much less damage. Like, Devil Jin sort of needs the wall to get that excellent damage going on. Like walls, balcony breaks, all that jazz.
Just got sad news here. JFK has been eliminated off stream. I will not get to see my hero on stream anymore.
My condolences.
Yeah, sad times, but that means that the next match is confirmed to be Sanderman versus Hiab.
But very strong performance, nonetheless, from JFK, making it this far.
For sure. You got 7th place, tied with Giffy. So yeah, good stuff there.
Very well done. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, huge thanks for joining in the event and playing with us.
Round 1.
Oh yeah, I actually forgot. Since this is effectively top 6 right now, it means that the winner here is locked into the Sweden team. Since the Sweden team will be built up of the players who place top 4, as well as a 5th player, which will be decided via vote. So the winner's side, we have Confident Jürgen Emperor, so they're already locked into the team. The winner of this will get one of the other spots in the team.
Now, with either of these players would be a very, very strong pick for the team.
Sure. Dragonfist seems to have adapted a little bit here. He seems to start to see patterns of where he was losing and adjusting to them. So let's see if Isaac can adjust to that in turn.
Oh my goodness, that's strong. Electric. Stops the combo though.
That's unfortunate. Oh!
Wow, good whiff punish right there.
Bang.
That's going to cost him the round. Very nice stuff from Isaac. So you're going to harass me with the lows, I'm going to harass you.
Here we go.
Plus frames. Little by little poking away. Just trying to find that opening. Oh, there it is. Gotta respect the speed and damage. Back 4.
Oh, huge launcher.
If we can get this. Oh, RIP. There we go. Alright. Goes for the 10 streak.
Oh!
Good sidestep.
Amazing sidestep, but unfortunately wasn't able to capitalize off of it, but gets the round anyway.
Very well done. Did not expect the 10 hit string and got confused, allowing Dragonfist to get the last down jab.
Yep.
Ooh, and the wall damage. Beautiful.
Ooh, here we go.
He is.
The Dragonfist is actually at 8,888 wins right now.
I love these numbers we're getting. Holy hell.
I mean, winning here would ruin the symmetry. Oh no.
Oh, there it is.
Oh
But-
no.
Oh no, he won.
Yeah, he lost his 888. 8.
Gonna have to live with that until the 9999.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, one win there for Dragonfist, so it's 1-1 now between the players. Definitely managed to adapt to what Isaac was throwing out there. But, I mean, it wasn't looking free by any means, so I think we've got more of an even match at this point. The first match was pretty rough.
Both players adapting back and forth with each other.
Yeah.
And, yeah, like we said earlier, Dragonfist is very good at adapting and downloading the opponents. So we'll see
For sure.
if Isaac can give him the same response. So again, who's going to get the top 4 placement and become part of the Swedish qualifying team for the Nordic finals happening later in November?
Gonna see soon.
So what stage pick are we going to go for here? Forgotten Realm.
Okay.
That's definitely very good for both players, but Deviljin with the Heaven's Gate is gonna get a lot of mileage out of this.
I remember in the first version of Tekken 7, the one in arcades, and Lily got 100% combo on this stage.
Oh my lord.
It was really fun to watch.
Yeah, the character dynamics get so whack because of Forgotten Realm. Like King, for example, he arguably becomes one of the best characters in the game when on this stage. Oh my god, what a strong counter hit launcher with the orbital. Okay, he's gonna get into the wall, but doesn't capitalize on the final hit.
I like what we're seeing here, because like you were saying, Deviljin gets a lot of mileage off of the floor breaks. So Dragonfist, going in very heavily here, already got 2 of the floors away.
Yeah. Isaac's
Dragonfist is definitely aware.
He's gonna have to make do.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Gets it.
Fight.
Ooh, good
big
wall
launch.
launcher.
Should be able to get another wall here. Sorry, another floor.
Yeah.
And that's that one, right?
Yeah, that's the last one. Now we're back.
Yeah.
Now we're at the very bottom.
So Dragon Fist successfully stopping all the floor breaks from benefiting Isaac.
Yeah. So now I would say that it is mostly in the advantage of Dragon Fist.
Yeah.
What a stomp!
Round 3.
No Heaven's Gate floor breaks, and a big area, so he's gonna have to work extra hard to get to the walls.
Yeah. See here.
And already 50% gone, with not even 10 seconds passed on the clock.
Oh man, Dragon Fist going in so hard here. Isaac doesn't know what to do.
Oh, and there it is. Keep it simple.
Wow.
Jabbing him away.
It was very convincing there from Dragon Fist, and like you were saying before, that this stage it's probably a bit more beneficial for Devil Jin. Dragon Fist adapting to that fact and just going out of his way to make sure that the theoretical advantage Devil Jin would have doesn't come into play.
Absolutely. But despite that, very strong performance for Isaac. Now out of the tournament.
Yeah.
But with that first match, looked so dominant in Isaac's favor.
Yeah, for sure. So before we move to the next match, I actually like to take a moment to thank all the guys behind the scenes, like all the graphics, all the stream design here. Thanks to Matthias and Morten, who've been working tirelessly with that. Thanks to Jet, the TO, he's organizing all the stream matches, and he got us here on the mic and making sure that everything's happened. Obviously, huge thanks to Spag, being part of organizing this. We're on his stream. Thank you so much.
Thank you to Turbine for the graphics and very much to Psych and Sky to Rush for helping out with managing the bracket. Would not have been done this as smoothly without their help. So thank you very much. And also a big thanks once again to Bandai Namco Nordic for helping us with this event, for being of support, and for being thank you very much for being here.
Always. Bandai Namco, the best company in the FGC at supporting the community, for sure. Really love dealing with them. Always happy to see them help out. And also, of course, a gigantic thanks to everyone who signed up for the tournament. Without you guys, there wouldn't be anything to stream.
That cannot be understated. Thank you very much for wanting to participate in this great event.
All right, so the other side of Loser's Bracket coming up here. For Sweden's team now, we have Confident Gear, we have the Emperor, we have Dragon Fist. Very strong lineup. Next in line is going to be either Sanderman or Hiab, depending on who takes this match.
Yeah.
And they were actually both in the top 8 of the IESF event.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
So I don't remember who got further. I think maybe both of them got 7th?
Sanderman got farther than Hiab.
Okay.
Hiab making a 7th place. Sanderman making a 5th place, along with Confident Georg, I believe.
Yes, that is correct.
Yes.
And then Emperor won, Dragon Fist got 2nd. I think it was Bob in 3rd.
I believe so. Bob.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yeah.
Now Dragon Fist has qualified for.
Yeah, he's part of the team, like we were saying, with Confident Georg and the Emperor. And now we're going to decide the 4th member here. So yeah, Hiab and Sanderman, character loyalists at this point. Even though the career of Sanderman has a bunch of different characters strewn through it.
Yeah, man, I love seeing both of these players. Like the really cool aggressive style of Hiab and the Sanderman's adaptive nature with Yoshi. It's either one of these players are going to make an amazing spot for the team.
Yeah,
I'm really excited.
So Hiab going in hard here.
Oh, wow. With 7 golden letters, very beautiful stuff.
Yeah. Starting it off with a perfect message sent, statement received. Let's see what Sanderman has to answer with.
Wow, goes with the Shoryuken.
Wow. We're in there now.
Pretty
Ooh,
good
okay.
flash. Get me out of this wall. I'm gonna take you over to the other. Good damage. And now we're just about even again. Slight lead.
Oh!
They got him out. Oh my
god.
A repeat of the Emperor match. Just
Yeah.
way earlier is all. Yeah, with a very quick 2-round lead here. Sanderman. With a strong orbital launcher to get him out of the wall.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh,
my god!
wow.
Oh, the wall hit messed it up!
What a shame. And he gets
what
it with the rage drive. The rage drive actually whiff punished that.
What a robbery right there.
Wow. Yeah, that's a
Good
real
stuff.
shame. Let's hope Sanderman doesn't let it affect him too much mentally. He's still in this. He can definitely make it happen.
Absolutely. Like, yeah, Sanderman very good at adapting as well. Let's see if he can make it past this relentless aggressive style of Hiab. Like, it's very hard to pinpoint where exactly he cracks, other than it feels very momentum based. Like, Hiab really thrives when he's in there with the momentum, but he doesn't. But also, he can get out of the lacking momentum and being stuck in walls if he gets it done early. I think is the thing. But if he gets pressured way too long, then might be too crushing for him. But
See what happens. Okay, moving into the match. Of course, sticking with Yoshimitsu, nobody expected anything different.
We shall see if now again with a pretty small stage.
Round
A
one.
lot of players going for small stages to get the wall damage going.
Yeah. Let's see here. With Sanderman getting a few hits here, I mean, the last one, both the first rounds were pretty dominant for me out.
Without a
Look,
doubt.
seeing more passive play here. This is more similar to the final round we saw. See if it stays that way. Oh.
Oh, doesn't react to the. Oh my god, that's definitely gonna be it. If he, there he goes.
Oh,
He's gonna mention the rage guard.
Yeah, and he's such low HP too, so it's huge damage.
Yep.
Boom.
Very nice.
Round two.
We're now with 4 rounds in a row.
Yeah, Sanderman has a very steep hill to climb here.
Okay, good punish. Good punish. Alright.
Let's see here. It's very difficult to commentate such a passive match. They're just throwing out small hits here and there. Just
What's going through the players' minds? So much
Yeah.
respect. Whoa! Good
Whoa.
interrupt there. Even for the block, it was a good interrupt.
Yeah. But man, after that, Sanderman completely lost his composure. He have just got everything to hit.
Yeah. That's 5 rounds in a row.
Yeah. Oh man.
Sanderman, are you gonna make it to the next? Are you gonna make it to the next? Oh, what a strong launcher!
This is looking very grim for Sanderman at this point. Oh man.
Oh, good flash.
Okay,
If there was-
don't count him out. He's still
If there
here.
was ever a time to use flash, it was then.
Sure. Okay, safe from the rage art. Oh, he got it! Finally, Sanderman takes a round. Is this gonna bring him back into the game? Or is it just a speed bump on Hiab's road to victory?
Oh my god. He's in rage.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, Sanderman getting a lot of space here more than anything. Oh, wow. Oh, it's so much trouble now.
Oh, almost gets a whip punish.
Okay.
Oh my god, he has a chance. He has rage.
Oh, he made the wrong decision. And he capitalizes on it, sends Sanderman out in 5th place, meaning that Hiab is now officially qualified for the Swedish team, alongside Confident Georg, the Emperor, and Dragonfist.
Congratulations to Hiab for your strong performance.
For sure.
But also just really strong work from Sanderman for making it this far.
Definitely.
Like
All right. So a 5th member is going to be picked for the team at some point. I'm not sure exactly when, but the team will consist of 5 members. We'll find out who the 5th member is later on, before the finals. The finals of the teams. So in a few weeks. But now we're going to move on to winners finals, because just because we have 4 team members, it doesn't mean that the tournament is over. So we're going to see Confident Georg versus the Emperor in winners finals. Is that a first to 3? Okay. Yeah, so we're switching over to first to 3 for winners finals.
Winners finals, losers finals, and the grand finals being first to 3.
Yeah. Standard procedure.
Yes.
So, Emperor is definitely the favorite here. Mostly everyone considers him to be the best player in Sweden. But Confident Georg has put on a very good show today, and he's definitely a contender. Like, everyone knows he's one of the best players in Sweden. So it'll be interesting to see how he matches up against the Emperor here.
Absolutely. We are competing to who's going to be fighting in the Nordic finals to see who is the strongest in the Nordic countries. This whole event is put together by a big, giant collaborative effort with the fighting game communities and Tekken communities in each country. So we're all putting together this thing as a team, as good friends, and it wouldn't have been possible with the collaborative effort of everyone here.
Yeah, for sure.
Denmark, Norway, Finland, everyone. So
yeah, really loving the feeling of union between the Scandinavian countries. A lot of good scenes here. We have good connections with each other, of course, because we're close in proximity. So seeing the different Tekken communities grouping up to put on a show, to play against each other, yeah, really good to see.
Really doing something different and trying to make most of the quarantine situation we have, and this has been really great so far. And when we get to have offline locals and such again, having this sort of thing in local tournaments, in offline tournaments, would be just incredible to see what we could come up with.
Yeah,
let this act as motivation for that time.
For sure.
Now, I also like to mention. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'd also like to mention that for a reminder that the winner of this tournament, the person who gets number 1, that while we said even though the top 4 are set, the winner of this tournament, as is the case for each qualifier tournament, is going to be the team captain. So who becomes team captain is going to be either Confident Georg, the Emperor, Dragonfist, or Hiab.
Yep. It's still up for grabs, and we'll see who ends up in that position. I think, as I was saying before, I think most people are expecting the Emperor to end up there, but the tournament's still going.
Yeah. And if I like to talk about their aggressive styles a lot, and with how Confident Georg and the Hiab are really good at just snatching quick wins in rounds. Maybe that's what they're gonna need against taking down the Emperor, to not give him time to adapt, so to speak. But
yeah,
if there's going to be a chance,
I do think that is a decently effective strategy against the Emperor. I think the problem is that Emperor is now locked into first to 3 sets. I think that gives him a lot of time to adapt if a player goes in very hard.
That is
but
true.
we did see Confident Gear fully able to adjust his type of gameplay against Adam, where he switched off and went more passive, which usually is a losing game against Emperor because he's very good at that type of play. But just the fact that Confident Gear has already shown us today that he's comfortable switching it up, he's comfortable going between different styles, changing the pace, that gives him a good start against Emperor.
Definitely. So while there is a very confident pick that Emperor is going to win, I'm so hoping for everyone else to just play the best Tekken they can to mix things up in the results too. And we've already had some of the most amazing matches so far with the Emperor and people who have been close to getting it, but like Hiab was especially close.
Yeah.
So maybe he's gonna if Hiab manages to beat Dragon Fist, and then the loser between Confident Georg and the Emperor, maybe he's gonna get that second chance.
Possibly.
Make it happen.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, as long as you haven't been eliminated, you still have a chance to take the whole thing. But looking at past records, general play style, all that kind of stuff, you can see like who's more likely, but you can never say like, oh, it's already done, it's already decided, because it never is.
Absolutely not. And it's not. It might sound like I'm hoping for the Emperor to lose. Absolutely not. He's got one of the most interesting characters, and like being the strongest player in Sweden with one of the considered weakest character in the game is such a testament to his skill. And Gigas being such a fun and brutal character to see as a whole is just phenomenal, to say the least. So
yeah,
I love watching all of these matches. So all power to the Emperor for his excellent performance.
See Sanderman in the chat saying sorry for switching names so much, and I just want to go officially on record and say you're not forgiven. I have no respect for your 1,000 name changes. You need to work on that shit. Stop doing it.
Oh, I love it.
All right, so it looks like Emperor was being held up a little bit, but he's on his way into the room now. So Winners Fund's going to start momentarily.
Meanwhile, we can talk about ourselves a little bit, just to sort of introduce ourselves a bit. We've already given our names, so I myself, like, again, I'm a tournament organizer, commentator, and player. I've been playing Tekken since Tekken 3, since I was a little kid. I'm born in '96, and I'm a King main. I've always have, always will, and yeah, I participate in quite a lot of these tournaments, online tournaments myself. But I was sort of hoping to compete in today's tournament as well, but I felt that my duty called to be in this spot right here, right now, and I just wanted to make good on being as available as I could for this. So I'm feeling great about this.
That's very much appreciated to have you give up your spot to be a part of this and make sure the production goes well.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm Nicholas Martin Taylor. I think a lot of people probably know me as a writer because I do a lot of tournament results and various articles over at Event Talks. I do a lot of commentary. I play fighting games. I do some TOing. I do a little bit of everything. I actually don't play Tekken that much, but I do commentate Tekken a lot. All right. Sorry, we were getting some messages there. But yeah, so I'm very active in the Stockholm FGC. I go to a lot of European tournaments. I mean, when COVID isn't around. Yeah, so I play in a bunch of different games. My main games at the moment are Grand Blue Fantasy Versus and Samurai Showdown. So that's probably where you're going to see me the most.
Oh, really? That's really cool. Yeah, Grand Blue has been one of my favorites in terms of 2D as well.
I love it.
I play La Diva as well. Very
Oh,
much
God.
fitting to the King grappler style.
La Diva is probably my most hated character because
Oh, really?
I play Matera, and once La Diva gets in, it's a nightmare.
Ah, that's cool. But yeah, it's great to be here. Great to be here commentating with you. It's been a blast so far.
Yeah, I've really been enjoying myself. And everyone can see my messy room and my little Zelda plushie back there.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh, okay, so we are going to take a break before Winter Clans after all. We'll be back in about 5-10 minutes, and then we'll have Confident Georg versus the Emperor for you guys. So, sorry for the delay, guys. Just stay tuned, and we'll have some more action coming your way.
So far from home in a maze of confusion, your leaders will guide you and tell you the truth with fake smiles. Just think it through, 'cause they will betray you. Throw up your sins here, I am your savior. They got the gods, I got something better. There's another way out of here, just pay me later. Leave the me down to fight too long. As the white sox left the poison spread, it seems so vicious. Straight upon the weak, fails to distinguish right from wrong. Stab a mother in the heart and tell her that we love her. Crucify the ones who try to spark your sympathy. We were led astray by all your words, deceitful covers. But now we are awake, ready to fight, ready to bleed. Pitchforks raise high, there's panic in their eyes. But you're a victim in a victimless crime. This cat is too fat, outnumbered by the rats. But we've seen it all. We will address your fall. This cat is too fat, outnumbered by the rats. We've seen it all. We will address your fall.
All right, guys, welcome back. Unfortunately, there have been some complications on the Emperor's side, so he had to be DQ'd from winner's side because he can't hold up the entire tournament because of that. So Confident Georg is now sitting in grand finals as a result of this, and we're going to move on to loser semis. We're going to have Dragon Fist versus Yab. The winner there will hopefully go up against the Emperor, depending on if he's available or not after that match ends. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now.
Yeah,
Since
but
this is loser semifinals, it's still just first to two, best of three.
it's gonna be very brutal.
Yeah.
And then Confident Georg sitting at the grand finals right now, and
Mhm.
then the winner of the grand finals is once again going to be the going to get to be the team captain for this team. And what that means is that that person gets to have a deciding vote on the final fifth player, and as well as being able to decide the order of that the team is going to be in for the Nordic finals.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, so there are a lot of people to pick from. I would say that, in my mind, the most likely person to be the fifth member of the team is Adam. Even though he had a uncharacteristically low performance this time around, he's still one of the best in Sweden. I think most people regard him that way. So I would imagine he'll be joining the team. But I'm not the team captain, so what do I know?
yeah, that would definitely be an expected pick. But as we've seen, there have been some very, very strong contenders all around from so many different players. Isaac with such a incredibly strong Devil Jin, so that might be, and him having a lot of tournament results this year, that might also play into the part to make maybe him getting picked.
I mean, for sure, it could be him. It could be Sanderman, JFK, Tuna, Giffy. You had a lot of people do very well, so it could be a lot of different people.
And we're right into it. Dragon Fist and Hiab.
Yes.
Only 10 seconds down on the clock, and Hiab with a slight lead.
Yeah. Hiab is not playing quite as aggressively as we're used to so far. Probably because he's up against Dragon Fist. I think he knows how scary it can be if you manage to get read by Dragon Fist while you're exactly like that.
There it is. The
You know?
launcher.
Yeah, you go for like, yeah, you want to do something a little bit cheeky. You want to get a hit in here and there. Dragon Fist just goes, no, launch.
Ooh, excellent. Ooh. And that, ooh, I thought it was gonna do
Oh, sneaky. Oi! Nice.
Keep it clean. Good job breaking that throw earlier as well. That launches you for a full combo.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Seen some movement. Alright, yeah, getting some good moves in here.
Both
Dragon
Hiab and
Fist.
Dragon Fist experts in getting their poking game on.
Yeah.
Oh lord.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, it's
Oh,
going
God.
so much back and forth.
Yeah. Nice.
There you go, nice, keep it simple. There it goes, 1-1.
I never heard that Steve counts when he does the punches. That's very common for boxer characters, but I've never noticed that he does it.
Oh yes, absolutely. It's just very subtle is all.
Yeah.
And kind of adds to the
Shout outs to the audio quality.
Oh, absolutely. The sound design in Tekken is brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, goes for the decent
Ooh,
roll
okay.
race drive.
Ooh,
Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. You missed the low.
wow. Great stuff there from Dragon Fist.
Yeah.
Throwing out some. Actually, both players throwing out some very unorthodox options here.
Yeah. Punish.
Oh, sinking. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it can happen sometimes, but
Yeah.
we are desynced. Players might still be going, but
Yeah.
we're currently desynced. It's a big shame.
That's a shame. At least this time we know it doesn't have anything to do with stage mouse or anything. It's an unfortunate thing that can happen. That's all it is.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that will be the first match. It says one win there on Hiab, so I guess Hiab took it. Or
Oh yeah, really. Maybe we were just stuck in the loading screen for so long that they were already way into it. But that
Dragon Fist left.
interesting. And that was just That was
I don't know what happened there. I mean, I know that it's decent. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Were we on the first match?
that was the first match. Yes. So
I don't know, something happened with Dragon Fist internet or something because he left.
no
Yeah,
idea.
so
maybe.
can we do? All right, Dragon Fist, where are you? We need you.
It was early. Yeah. We'll see if it.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So we're gonna be redoing the match. He said it was fine. So it was early. So
Big shame that happens sometimes, but
yeah, it's a real shame, but you know, that's just what happens sometimes.
yeah. Good sport of Hiab to just redo the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just waiting to get back into it once our lovely Dragon Fist can go back in and can come back.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh well. Such is the way of life sometimes.
Yeah.
Hope everyone else, either way, hope everyone else out there is having a fine Saturday. And it's Halloween as well, the 31st of October.
Indeed it is. And that is why I wrote a Darkstalkers article, which you can check out on Event Hubs while you
yeah.
wait for the match.
Indeed.
All right, Dragon Fist is restarting his game. Something went wrong, but he's on his way back. So don't worry, Dragon Fist isn't out. He's still here. Don't worry.
We still in it.
Still in it. So since you actually play Tekken actively, I mostly watch it. What are your hopes for Season 4?
My hopes for Season 4 are, well, character-wise, I'm not exactly sure because I already have my favorite character, King, so anything goes. But
Yeah.
I'm really in recent times I've been getting really into Yakuza and observing like the Kiryu Kazuma character, which is a very popular pick amongst certain communities. That the fighting style, the physics of Yakuza, that fits very very well into Tekken. So it would
For sure.
and so another guest character would definitely be very cool. But I also see the value in reintroducing some very popular legacy characters from Tekken Tag 2, like Kunimitsu once again, very popular Tekken Tag 2 character, and Jun would probably be my other pick.
I actually think that Harada explicitly said in an interview that they wouldn't bring Jun back as DLC because he considered her too important to the story.
Ah, yes.
So I would imagine that Jun is probably going to be held off on until Tekken 8 if she comes back.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
But there are other characters. I mean, you still have like Roger, it's a unique moveset that isn't in the game. You have Wang, he has fans for sure. He's been in since the first game. There are definitely other Tekken Legacy characters that could deserve a shot.
You have Ogre and True Ogre, which are especially True Ogre was an especially popular pick in Tekken Tag 2 and a historically very popular Tekken character.
Ogre has a lot of popularity.
Yes, even though he hadn't before Tekken Tag 2, he hadn't been in the game since Tekken Tag 1.
Exactly.
But either way, the legacy is very strong. So that's what I would expect, at least.
Yeah, I think a big part of that is that Tekken 3 was the biggest Tekken game that like everyone played, and that's where Ogre's from. So I think Ogre has a very special place in the hearts of nostalgic Tekken fans.
Absolutely.
So
we're here at the last day on Earth with
really good stage.
Very much so. A very rectangular stage. Easy wall carry on one side, hard wall carry on the other.
Yeah, it's pretty big on one of the angles.
Exactly.
Ooh, okay. Here we go.
Going back and forth.
Yeah, they just started the entire match over from scratch, as far as I've understood. So, yeah.
Replaying the whole thing.
Yeah, that's nice of Hijab because I think he was ahead, but they didn't actually finish the first match, so he was just like...
Alright.
Let's see here.
Man, I love this stage. Negan is actually one of my favorite characters, new characters right now. He's so cool. So I love.
He's a very interesting character. I have never read or watched Walking Dead, but even then I was kind of hyped for him because it's a very cool character.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Shout outs to my boy Bionis guy. Love the Sweden Negan main.
Nice.
I see you. All right. And 1-1 right now in rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, Dragon Fist, unfortunately for him, made some type of move there which got caught by the Rage drive. Oop, here we go. And there we go.
Doesn't quite get the wall.
Yeah, just a little bit too far away. Oh! And
Wow,
there's a
what a
parry.
good low parry.
Here we go. Gonna get the wall this time.
Oh, that's gonna be death.
Bam!
There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Now Dragon Fist in the lead.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh!
Excellent Magic 4 right there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're seeing oh, I was just about to say we're seeing cautious, like, pokes here and there, and then Dragon Fist throwing out the gigantic launcher.
Oh, it keeps pushing buttons. You can't do that with that much frame disadvantage. Damn.
So Dragon Fist going up a game here. Again, since this is losers semifinals, it's still first to 2. So Dragon Fist is now 1 game away from advancing.
Stakes are very high on once again. But we are in the top 4 anyway.
Yeah.
So all these people are qualified, but fighting for the chance to become team captain.
Yeah. And of course, to get a higher spot, you know. It's all about the competition. Ueki, we don't know yet if Emperor is gonna be available or not for losers finals. Yeah, he's DQ'd from winners finals. He might still be available in losers. So we'll see if.
Trying to get a hold of him as the best we can.
Yeah.
Now, once again, I'd also like to point to the across the north the Twitter channel where you can find a lot of great highlights from today's tournament and previous tournaments and for tournaments to come, thanks to the great efforts of the other people in our team. So be sure to check out at ATN_FGC on Twitter to see a lot of that for some great highlights.
Yeah, they're being active, clipping the highlights, sending them out, keeping you guys abreast of all the upcoming events, and yeah, it's been a great series so far, and we have more to come. I believe it's the Finland qualifier that's coming up, and then we have the team finals coming up a week after that.
Indeed. Yeah, go.
Okay, here we go.
I get the wall combo.
Good start from Yab, though.
Yab very good at breaking throws.
Yeah.
I don't think he's taken probably one throw from Dragon Fist so far this entire tournament.
I mean, breaking throws is something that became a lot easier in Tekken 7, but I'm still terrible at it. So, you know, I respect anyone who's good at breaking them.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Ooh, good whiff punisher. The wall for a bunch of damage.
Ooh.
Hey, hey, hey! That homing hurts so much.
Alright, here we see Yab trying to inch his way in.
Ooh, doesn't roll back. Gets a free follow-up. Ooh, excellent reaction with the whiff punisher.
Feels like Dragon Fist is taking the advantage early in all of these rounds, but Yab, oh yeah, there we go. Big hit.
Big hit to get him out of the wall.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, but Yab's staying very confident. He's chilling, you know. Really composed play when deciding when to go in and when to just back off. And he seems to have gotten a good feel for Dragon Fist rhythm.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, he should have.
Oh, side hit. Okay.
Oh, wow! What a whiff punisher.
So called out. He knew exactly what was going to come there.
Yeah, I was so expecting him to do the Rage Shard and try to kill early, but yeah, it worked out.
Yeah.
Dragon Fist being able to stay so composed. I mean, those 8,800 matches can't have been for nothing, am I right?
Yeah, exactly. Oop.
Sliding, that's probably the first slide we've seen so far. Most have been the
According to chat, he did one slide before, but then now he did two in a row.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
Dragon Fist now one round away, advancing to loser finals. See if he can get it.
Very good control over the range. When to jab, when to use the long range stuff. Oh, good sidestep.
Oh,
Now he's got the momentum.
Yeah, really putting on the show here.
Ooh.
He's not done. Oh, this
yet.
is huge.
Good block.
Oh!
Oh,
He gambled on it. My God.
In offense. Holy hell. Oh my God. It's a 1-1.
Yep.
Hiyab is staying alive in the bracket.
Yeah. Hiyab is far from done. He's so ready. It's great stuff there.
Getting out of breath almost.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Today has had some really amazing matches, to say the least.
For sure.
So, November 14th is when the Finland qualifier is going to be. So that is going to be in pretty much exactly 2 weeks.
Make sure to tune into that one, guys.
And then a week after that, November 21st, is when the team finals are going to be. So that's when all 4 countries, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, and Norway, are gonna square it out, see which country is the best and the strongest.
Definitely looking forward to that.
Get ready for the next battle.
So for more consistent updates on what's going on, where things are taking place, and just overall more information about the event, be sure to check out Across the North on Twitter. All right, so we're getting to Mishima Building.
Oh, my nightmare stage.
Oh yes, I remember now.
That was horrible. All right, let's go.
This is it. Final match in the loser semifinals. Winner of this is going to go up against Emperor if we can get a hold of him. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, good stuff here from Dragon Fist. Just bullying him here.
Perfect.
Oh,
And with the perfect,
and he's stretching.
Fight.
the same golden color as his pants. Here we go.
Here we go. Dragon Fist making some good adjustments here. He's being very careful until he throws something out. He's very ready to challenge.
Very much so. Steve definitely being a character that gets higher rewards from the faster buttons.
Yeah.
But Dragon Fist being able to stop those situations very effectively. Nice.
Yeah, because Steve is the type of character who wants to play a reactionary playstyle. He wants to pick up on your mistakes and punish you for them. And Dragon Fist, in exchange, kind of stopped throwing things out and is just waiting for Yao to go on defense so he can do the Steve thing against him.
Yeah. 50% gone. Just one more mix-up.
Oh my goodness. And he falls to the finish!
You're not gonna sidestep with finishing it off with a 7 golden letter victory.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah, amazing adaptation there from Dragon Fist. Great stuff from Yab, of course. Ends up in 4th place. Very well played, but wow.
Now that was a good Aztec, if I may say so myself.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Hope y'all are enjoying it. Hope y'all are enjoying yourself out there. Because we sure as hell are.
All right, so with that, the next match is scheduled to be losers finals between Dragon Fist and the Emperor. I guess we'll see if we can get a hold of the Emperor.
Let's all raise our hands, get to build the spirit bomb that is getting our losers finals match. Because we want to just see more Tekken, more good matches,
Yeah.
more competition. So let's make it happen.
Of course. Always love watching the Emperor play.
Alright. So losers finals gonna be a best of 5.
Yeah.
Then
Same for Grand, of course.
and I believe there's going to be a bracket reset, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to Grand Finals, then you obviously have the same thing as first to 3, but with a bracket reset if the loser wins.
Right.
But yeah, we'll see if we go to losers finals or straight to Grand. It all depends on whether the Emperor is here or not.
Yeah. Really, really hoping. So what has been some of your favorite matches or favorite matchups today?
There was one I reacted so well to. I need to look back in the bracket. Which was it? I mean, Emperor Hiab was pretty crazy.
Oh yeah.
I really like that one. I think Confident Georg versus Tuna was really fun too. I really enjoyed that. Dragon Fist Sanderman was great. Emperor Isaac was great. I mean, we've had a lot of good ones.
Absolutely.
You put this caliber of players in the same room, well, metaphorical room, and you're gonna get really good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree on the Emperor and Hiab match. It was that's definitely the closest game we've had. It was, so close. I was just on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Yeah, that one was amazing. I think that's the match of the day.
Yeah.
So far.
Absolutely, and I'm personally very fond. I have been very fond of Sanderman's matches, like against Hiab and against
Jorg.
Jorg. Yes, even though against both Jorg and Hiab, Sanderman lost 0-2, but all the rounds like made it were so even that it's just. And it's really amazing to me how well he's able to adapt to and really embody the playstyle of each new character that he picks up.
For sure. I mean, that's the funny thing, because he doesn't play them the same way at all. He plays a very dynamic Yoshimitsu, and, you know, it's very difficult to understand that it's even the same player when you're used to watching it Brian from before, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Very good with both.
Absolutely. I remember back in Headstomper 2016, I believe, when they brought the first Tekken 7 Vanilla arcade machine.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was 2016 at least.
I think that was 2016,
yeah. And we spent a lot of time playing on that together. I got to use King, he used a lot of Kazuya, and eventually trying out. And eventually when the Fated Retribution build came out in, I think it was a year later, before the console release, there was a tournament in Malmö where there was, I think he was using Claudio at that point. May have been using Claudio, and as well as other players using characters like Lucky Chloe and Master Raven. Seeing a lot of the new characters and new dynamics of the characters was really fun to see, and he did very well in that tournament as well. And I'm getting all nostalgic now. I love talking about this stuff.
All right, so we just got word from above that Emperor has 3 minutes now to show up, or he will be DQ'd from losers as well. So the clock is ticking. Tick tock.
Very unfortunate, but
It is what it is.
The show must go on.
Yeah. So if Emperor does not show up, then we'll move straight into Grand Finals, which would in that case be Confident Hero versus Dragon Fist. A matchup we've seen many times.
It's gonna be a run back indeed. And, even though Dragon Fist the Emperor in this case still qualifies as he is in the top 4, I believe he's team captain spot is going to be forfeit to either Dragon Fist or Confident Jorg when they're going to duke it out. So we're still going to have some great matches for you before we go out. We're gonna end on a high note.
Yeah, because I mean, there's no way you can be team captain if you aren't there to win.
Yeah.
But yeah, regarding what we were talking about earlier, there was even a picture from Harada's like development desk that very heavily hinted at a Yakuza stage. So I think most people are kind of naturally assuming that Kazuma Kiryu is going to be the guest character coming up.
Exactly. So I have high hopes.
Yeah. I mean, I've been a huge fan of the Yakuza games since they first came out.
I started playing Yakuza 0 for the first time last Christmas.
Okay.
And I've been getting like it. Oh, the Emperor is actually here, so we are going to have our losers finals match after all.
Oh, nice. Then we should be having Dragon Fist up against Emperor coming up to you guys any second right now. Good stuff.
Yeah, definitely get excited for that. All right. So, do you have any shoutouts you'd like to give, like to anyone in particular?
I mean, again, shout outs to the crew and everything for putting on this amazing show.
Yeah, Bandai
So-
Namco as well.
And then Namco, of course, Jet, TO, together with Matthias, Kerbin, and Morten, doing God's work here to put on this tournament.
Sake
Shout outs
and-
to Neofots just for existing.
and shoutouts to as well as Sake and Sky to Rush for helping managing the bracket. Wouldn't have been able to do it without you. And I would personally like to give a big shout out to my friends in Gävle, like Idus and Bionisky, who are some of my best friends. We play a lot of different games together and having some of the best times of our lives playing Tekken and Guilty Gear together. So
Nice.
really, they are two of the people that really keep me going. So, well as shout outs to my boyfriend. He's always there, no matter what it is, how it is. But so yeah.
It's nice to hear.
Shout out to all the viewers. I gotta
shouts to
give
all the
a shout
viewers,
out to
of
all the
course.
viewers and
Yeah.
participants.
Yeah,
This-
I mean, while we're going, I might as well give shout outs to Svampen, my main training partner in Granblue Fantasy Versus. And he was here for a week, just left yesterday. Played a bunch of games, had some good times, and learned the intricacies of how insanely dumb Super Turbo is.
Super Turbo is dope.
It's very fun.
Round one.
All right, here we go.
Fight.
Losers finals, best
Yes.
of 5.
The Emperor has returned, wanting to
This-
claim his rightful spot.
Indeed, and this is a run back from the SCFS finals with the Emperor and Dragon Fist in the grand finals.
Yeah,
So
I
Team
think that was
Dragon
free too.
yes, I do believe so. Dragon Fist was on the loser side, really close to resetting the brackets, but Emperor just managed to snatch that last victory to win the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
He
Alright,
was really
let's see.
close multiple times, but Emperor, like we've seen before, got the comebacks and got the download. Excellent blue stuff.
Yeah, definitely. We had someone in chat earlier saying that Law should get a better rage drive, but apparently Dragon Fist didn't get the memo. He just threw it out anyway and got it. Here we go. Get the wall break. Boom.
Oh, so much damage. Oh, almost got the last one.
Ooh.
Oh, good parry. He did the same exact thing in the SCFS finals.
Nice.
Multiple times.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was actually probably safer to do, given the angle that got
Yeah.
him out of that situation immediately, rather than getting pushed to the wall with unblocked and have to take the mix-up that would potentially kill. Here we go, 50-50. Oh, takes
Oh,
it.
God.
Okay.
Here we go. So many little hits here. He's going low!
Oh my god, picking out part 3-0!
My god, Dragon Fist. What did he
Going
eat for breakfast?
Now
My
that is
goodness.
finishing off your meal. But we're just in the appetizer. Coming
Yeah.
up is gonna be the main course, and then the dessert. That it's the final round, the final match. So we'll see. Yeah. Again, I want to give a huge shout out to all competitors and all viewers, especially for being here,
Yeah.
hyping it up, watching the matches, and yeah, being part of this community. So
Yeah, like
Thank
we
you
were
all.
saying earlier, it wouldn't be any event to stream if people weren't participating and watching.
exactly. So really, thank you all very much for that. Hope you all are having a great day.
Yeah. I mean, we have a lot of activity in the chat, a lot of people showing up. It feels really nice.
right. So, wonder what this. Like, I think about the stage pick a lot, but
Yeah. Dragon's Nest.
pretty much home turf for Law at this point.
Yeah. I
Close
feel like
walls.
I really do feel like I see Dragon Fist play on the stage a lot. It might just be like a coincidence, but I have
Well-
like vivid memories of seeing so many Dragon Fist matches on this stage.
Round 1.
Yeah, Dragon Fist and Sanderman personally I've seen on this stage so many times.
Yeah.
It's really cool to see. Right. And Dragon Fist's punishes and approach has been so solid, and Emperor is sort of trying to find where he's gonna crack.
Yeah. But like we were saying before, and like we saw in previous sets, thing about Emperor is you can't count him out. He made some insane comebacks from the brink of defeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I were Dragon Fist, I wouldn't get too comfortable.
That was perfect character knowledge. If you jump, if your feet are not on the ground in the beginning frames of the Rage Drive, it doesn't put you into the huge stagger thing, and you get a free punish. That was excellent from Dragon Fist.
Dude, Dragon Fist been playing 2D, he's figured it out.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I mean, who thinks a Tekken to jump?
Yeah, it's not intuitive whatsoever, but it eventually took a Twitter video to show,
Yeah.
hey, by the way, you should do this. And then the Gigas community was all, no, you're gonna make Gigas suck even more.
No, our character!
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Oh man, he's so relentless!
No time, good punish. That's what you're supposed to
Oh
do.
my
In the
God.
win, it's another 306 rounds in a row. Oh my
Emperor
god.
just can't find an in at all.
I almost can't believe this. Oh.
Dragon Fist, man, he's been grinding. You saw the amount of matches.
Yeah.
His power level is almost over 9,000. He's very close.
Oh my god, that would be the hypest thing. Just Grand Finals is match number 9001.
That would be sick.
Not gonna happen today, obviously, but
Yeah. Maybe next time.
maybe next time. Exactly.
And next time he's probably going to be at 12,000.
Yeah. All right, but this is sort of like the calm before the storm of the Emperor, gonna turn everything around.
Yeah.
Maybe playing all day, like, affects people differently, but
Yeah.
you know, Emperor is just the best at adapting in the long run. So now at an infinite stage, interesting. Well, yeah, like Gigas gets a lot of, like, as we said, big damage off of single hit, not necessarily with combos or even wall combos. Like, he doesn't need that.
Yeah.
Well, Law still has good damage, but he really does get the biggest chunks of damage with wall, so we'll see what happens.
Oh,
And,
okay.
at the same time, Law can sort of, there you go, with no walls, he can just backdash forever to get out of
Yeah.
his range.
That's true. The infinite stages open up such a completely different type of the Tekken formula. I actually like infinite stages a lot when I play, but
Same
that's
here.
also because they're usually the most visually appealing ones.
I agree. My favorites are Infinite Azure and the Arctic Snowfall or Snowfield.
Yeah, I love both of those. Okay, the Emperor actually took a round now, so starting to figure stuff out. The
Yeah.
chunk of
My-
damage is gigantic.
Oh, that should be definitely.
Yep.
Bam, bam, bam. There it is. And with a
Okay.
reverse sweep with two rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, like we were saying, you can't count Emperor out. He's always giant threat until you actually manage to eliminate him.
Excellent whip punish once again. Such a fast, long range launch punish. Ooh.
Wow.
You're not gonna sidestep on me.
Okay. Coming and swinging. But he's still got rage loaded. He's a lot more careful about throwing out the rage drive.
There you go. That's what he
Oh.
needs.
Yeah.
Gets another round.
Fight.
Interrupt. Okay, it looks like Emperor is the one putting on the pressure now instead. Maybe he's figured something out about Dragon Fist rhythm. Or maybe not.
Maybe not. Dragon Fist is on top of the game.
Yep.
Okay, plus frames. What you gonna do? Okay, good patience. Good plus frames. Good option. Good save option. And now Dragon Fist at match point.
Yep.
At set point even.
Yeah.
Sent the Emperor out in 3rd place.
Exactly. One round away from moving into grand finals. Let's see what happens here.
Is Dragon Fist gonna get it?
Emperor moving in.
Oh! That was a clear launch punish. Just didn't get it.
Oh, whiff. Okay, get him low. Oh, launched.
Damn.
It's gonna kill, but it's gonna be a good situation.
Oh! If he had gotten the launch punish, that would have been it.
Swear, we're gonna see a rage drive and we're gonna see Dragon Fist jump it.
Plus
Oh, never mind.
he gets the upper 3-0.
Alright, so Emperor eliminated in 3rd place. Unfortunate that he wasn't able to participate in winners finals, but you know, them's the breaks. So now Emperor out in 3rd place. Dragon Fist moves to grand finals where he will fight confident Georg with the captain position on the line.
Oh my god, I almost can't believe that happened. Like, that's the first 3-0 I've ever seen on the Emperor. Like, that was
It's
like
probably,
yeah, that was like the perfect run back from the SCSF from last month.
Yeah. Great
Poor
stuff
Dragon.
there.
Emperor, good god! I mentioned I saw he was going for a lot of the same setups and the strings as the time went on. So maybe he got out of ideas at that point. But
Yeah.
you know, throws were coming out.
Yeah. I do feel like Emperor was getting a lot better there, but it was a bit too late. Those 2 first games cost him very badly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so confident Georg and Dragon Fist gonna battle it out. This is a match I've seen many times. I don't know how it's gone lately, but in the past, like 1 to 2 years ago, I know that confident Georg really disliked playing against Dragon Fist in particular.
Ah, really?
Yeah, because I mean in tournaments,
Yeah.
because he felt like it was, like I said earlier, confident Georg has a hard time dealing with things that when he feels like he gets randomed by something, and that's kind of the type of gameplay that Dragon Fist can easily do. Now, whether it's random or not, that's not up for us to discuss. But we have seen him throw out launchers from out of nowhere. They've worked. So I'm not going to call them random. But as the opponent, you're going to feel like, what the fuck is this guy doing, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And here we have even a lore battle going on. We have Paul versus Law.
Yeah, so confident Georg finally living up to the legend I spun about him and moving over to one of his sub-characters with Paul.
Yeah.
So, to give some context for people who weren't here earlier, confident Georg has been saying that he doesn't like playing Hwoarang online. So he's been training Marduk and Paul and been using them in online tournaments. But today, he's been going all Hwoarang until now.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And this is Grand Finals, best of 5 with bracket reset. Dragon Fist on the loser side, Confident Georg on the winner's side. Let's go, make some noise for some good ass tech.
Yep. Ooh.
Dragon Fist with
this
a
is big.
commanding
Oh! Gets a
Georg gets
launch,
out of
gonna get the corner. Oh, a little bit too far away. Oh, that's a huge hit! Can he kill here? Should be able to, right?
Hi. Oh my god. Thank you, Season 3.
Confident Georg. Man, that you can see as well, like his win rate with Paul, he has over 1,000 matches played, wins. Yeah, so he's been going in with this card.
I had no idea he was that consistent with Paul, actually.
Dude,
This is good. Really cool.
this guy grinds. I don't know anyone who grinds as much online matches as Confident Georg. While I say that, we obviously see Dragon Fist having more wins online, but at the same time, Dragon Fist is 100% committed to law. I know Confident Georg, while he has the reputation of a Hwoarang loyalist, and he pretty much is offline, he switches around a lot when it's online.
Oh, for sure.
Oh!
Finish.
All right, so this whole pick showing off very strong. 3 straight rounds.
I love that. Just simple sidestep into the point blank Death Fist. You feel that in your chest.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff from Confident Georg with a commanding 3 no round brown, a 3-0 in rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Now that gives Confident Georg a 1-game lead on the winner's side.
Yeah, and the thing is, Confident Georg is in such an amazing spot right now because he picked one. I mean, yeah, he's played a lot of ball. We can see that, but it's still his sub character. He's at an advantage game-wise. He has a 1-0 score, and his main isn't even here yet.
Yeah.
And yeah, he might not bring Hwoarang out at all. Like I said, he didn't like playing against Dragon Fist in tournament. That might be, he might hate the Hwoarang matchup for law. It's possible. I don't know. But just the fact that his main is waiting in the wings is also a mental factor for Dragon Fist.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, Dragon Fist?
Excuse
We've been
me?
saying the entire time that he doesn't have a sub. He's not going to bring out a sub. Here he comes with a Josie with almost 2,000 wins. What is this?
I had no idea, and with 1,800 wins on her as well.
Never even heard of this.
I've never seen this kind of Dragon Fist
Oh
before.
my goodness.
Round 1. Fight.
Man, Dragon Fist making fools out of us. Okay, let's see here. I mean, we weren't ready for this.
Yeah.
I honestly think the Confident Georg was not ready for this. But we'll see.
We'll see. I'm so excited about this.
Okay,
That's wild.
inside information from chat. His Josie is good, and Georg absolutely hates Josie. Ooh.
My God, I feel like I haven't seen Josie in tournament in forever.
Oh my god. Yeah, Georg definitely was not ready for this, and I mean, he can still adapt. Oh! Ho, ho! That's what I call an adaptation. Okay.
Back swing.
Wow. Back sway to launch. Let's go.
Round
That was
3.
so wild.
Fight.
My God, I'm getting nostalgic for season 1 right here, when Josie was considered a very big threat.
Yeah.
I got a counter
Oh,
hit that for
great
first
block.
game launch.
Okay, there we go.
Josie also getting really good damage at the wall, and good Oki.
Oh! Oh my god. Needs to look out here and good luck, but such big danger here. Okay.
Blue stuff is gone.
Ah!
Nice. Keeps it simple with jabs and a reverse sweep 3-0, 1-1.
Okay. Oh man, I have no idea what Georg is gonna do here. I pray. I don't think this is gonna happen, but I pray that he brings out Marduk because that would be the best.
Oh yes, I love Marduk period, like graphic characters period. So
Yeah,
that would be amazing.
Marduk is so amazingly designed in Tekken 7, like just visually and everything. I love what they did with him.
Yeah, me too. It's really interesting to see how it's getting a commanding resurgence right now in season 3. We'll see if that trend keeps going in season 4. Like Marduk, very strong character in Tekken Tag 2, but before then he was I don't think it was that widely used in Tekken 6, but in
I don't
Tekken
think so.
5 DR he was also a very commanding monster of a character, just damage wise.
Okay, going to his main, switching over to Hwoarang. Maybe he's more comfortable against Josie than he is against Law with Hwoarang. I don't know. I don't know, like, has he ever fought Dragon Fist Josie before? Who knows?
No
We'll see how
idea.
this works out.
I would love to talk to these players to see what the history between all these characters we've seen so far. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
thing
what's
here-
violent.
The thing
Go
here
ahead.
is, if Confident Georg, the fact that he took the first match with Paul, this could become a counterpick scenario here. Because imagine the Confident Georg's Hurang is good enough to take Dragonfist Josie without much issue. Then Dragonfist will go to Law, right? And then Confident Georg might go back to Paul.
Yeah. And then it just
Yeah, and then it's gonna be crazy. Yeah.
Oh
Ooh,
wow. I never see that throw.
that was pretty sick.
Fight.
This stylish outfit on Josie. Right. At this
Here we go.
stage, I believe, has a transformation at the end where you get a infinite variation
Yeah.
once it gets to the final round.
Yeah, which makes it a very interesting stage. Because I've seen a lot of times in this stage where one player will take the first 2 games, and then it'll go down to infinite, and then they'll get reverse swept 3 in a row.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good luck. Oh,
Good low parry. That was so. Oh,
Oh,
creep.
godlike.
Damn.
Round 3.
I mean, yeah, this is not
Fight.
a scrub Josie. This is a real Josie. He definitely
yeah.
didn't. I mean, we could have guessed that from 1,800 wins that we're going to be a real Josie, but we're seeing it proven now.
Yeah, and it might be that a lot of experience with Josie plus a confident yours may be a relative matchup in experience against Josie because you don't
Possibly.
see her a lot at all these days.
But that's also the thing. If you really hate a character, which the chat has at least claimed the Confident Fury does, you hate them for a reason. It's usually because you can't get around the matchup for whatever reason. So even if you have matchup experience, there's something you're not grasping about it. Most likely, that's usually why you hate a character, because you can't really get your head around it.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, what's he got here? Ooh.
Oh, damn, the flamingo mix-ups get
Oh
them.
man, I love it. I love it.
There you go.
Fight.
Oh, okay. Hold up.
This dragon
Oh,
is
low
able to
parry!
set up the wall. Nice, low parry. Oi! Nice. This dragon is going to be able to set up this wall with Josie. Like, you're not going to get past me.
Oh, okay. Oh, getting some big lows here.
Nice follow-up.
KO.
Wow.
Hit after hit.
Final round.
Dead even. Still.
Oh my god. The pressure.
Just
Okay.
scared to hit anything. Oh, wow!
Okay, Confident Georg. Putting on a show. What's he
So
got
much
here?
damage. Look at wall. He does not get the launch fire. Launch
Ooh,
fire.
okay. Good position for Confident Georg, but it's getting knocked down. Oh.
Uh,
Oh, but got it!
doesn't launch.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Alright, so Confident Georg now in a 2-1 position in Grand Finals. Dragonfist wants to reset this. Now, he managed to get Confident Georg to bring out his Hurang. Unfortunately, he didn't take a win on Hurang with Josie. So now, most likely, he's going to go to Law. And if he wins with Law, Confident Georg probably goes back to Paul. So, yeah, this is an interesting set. I like what we're seeing.
Yeah, do you go with your, like, I think if Dragonfist would have won that set with that match with Josie instead, then the counterpick would have probably been more confident. But given how much of a sweep he got earlier, he might just like go for the familiar stuff, go with your main, and
If we see Law come out now, then what Dragonfist has done is confirm something that Confident Georg probably already expected, which is that Dragonfist's goal is to have the Law versus Hurang matchup. That's what he wants. And okay, never mind. He stays with Josie. Okay, he's confident in his Josie. He's here to play. He wants to take him down. Doesn't care who he's going with. All right.
I guess it's to the abandoned temple, a considerably smaller stage, and without the weird corners, because the previous stage, the volcanic stages, they're considered to have very weird and maybe sometimes inconsistent corners for wall carry and wall combos. So
Yeah.
this could be definitely a more reliable pick for Dragon Fist to get more reliable damage, but we will see.
Yeah.
Confident Georg, no slouch, and getting just bizarre wall damage as well.
Alright, let's see. This could be the final match. Confident Georg just needs to take one more match and he will be the victor of the entire event.
That's true.
Oh, wow.
Solid first round.
Round
Yeah.
2. Fight.
Now I think that Dragon Fist may not like. It's a risk, obviously, because Confident Georg is up 2 matches. But if you were to pick away from Josie, then maybe that shows a bit of like mental like understanding. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm getting to Dragon Fist because now he's switching back to his main. Like, oh, okay. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
Oh man.
Damn, that's gonna be death.
Kill.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking before. Like with Dragon Fist going to law, if he did, he would have given Confident Georg the confirmation that I'm looking for law versus Warang. I don't want this, blah blah. And like at this point, Dragon Fist, if he was feeling that way, he's been masking it by going back to Josie in a situation where he only has 1 game left. Which is not a time where you're going to make gambles. So I would imagine that he actually is that confident in his Josie. But despite Confident Georg allegedly hating this character, he's doing a really good job at shutting her down.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my god. It was a
stomping
weird
on
instant.
her.
I-
Yep. The key
was going so
charge,
fast.
close it out. Confident Georg is officially the champion of the event. He manages to take down Dragon Fist in the grand finals without a reset.
I like it all went over so fast. Like,
Yeah, that was a quick one. This last round was just like boom.
holy
Whew.
hell, that wow. Yeah, extremely well played to both Confident Georg and Dragon Fist.
Definitely.
Confident Georg making it out on top for the
Yep.
number 1 to become Sweden's team captain towards
Yep.
the Nordic finals. Very well done.
Very proud of Confident Georg. Glad to see him doing so well. I know he's been grinding, he's been working hard. Looking forward to seeing what he and the rest of the team can bring out in the Nordic team finals, which is November 21st, I think. I believe.
Yes. The Finland qualifier is the 14th of November, and the team finals is the 21st of November.
Okay. Good stuff.
Yes, sir.
All right, so yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Just to recap, the Swedish team will consist of Confident Georg as the team captain. It's going to have Dragon Fist. It's going to have the Emperor. It's going to have Yab. And there will be a 5th member announced at a later date. Yeah, thanks for everyone tuning in. Thanks to everyone who played in the event. Thanks to organizers, Jet, Morten, Matthias, all you guys doing a great job. Thanks to Bandai Namco, like everyone involved. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank. Yeah. There's not much else to say except for shoutouts to Majin Tenshinhan for being my co-commentator. It's been great to have you. It's been great to commentate with you. It's been great fun. Great job today, and yeah. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, man. It's been a pleasure being here, pleasure commentating with you, and yeah, hope to see more of this even after this current Across the North is done, because this has been a great initiative.
So where can people find you for more of your stuff?
I hang out sometimes on Twitter, Majin Tenshinhan, but I post a lot of articles and stuff on Event Hubs, so you can find me there. If you're ever interested in playing some Grand Fantasy Versus online with me, just hit me up on Discord. I'm always around.
Great, cool. And same here at Shortplane. You can find me on Twitter. I put up a lot of Tekken stuff, and I'm also an artist. So can find a lot of cool stuff in that regard as well. Yeah, I also have a YouTube channel with the same name, all that jazz. So yeah, again, thank you all very much for watching, and we will see you in the next qualifier where Finland is gonna square down.
So far from home in a maze of confusion. has brought you to the loneliness, the emptiness, entangled in defeat. I know it's kind of hard to breathe.